All right, welcome in and welcome back, my friends in chat, to Blutora Divided for this week's session number 11. The result, as many of us have been waiting for. And on this week's session, we have ourselves a pretty much full party, with special guest Curly along for the ride today, which I managed to keep a secret from absolutely everybody until this morning. So that was a good thing.
For real, we just got it dropped.
And with that, without further ado, let us jump into things. Let me get the right music going for stream. Seconds. Seconds. Wait for it. Okay, that's probably good. All right. Previously on Blutora Divided, our party reached the city of Vetziel. The likes of Hera, Pipra, Kavian, and Darcy's entered the city to see to it the message they traveled so far to deliver would reach its destination. This, of course, being the proposition of an alliance between the likes of Maratea in the south and here in Ithaca in the northeast. During their stay in the city, however, an elaborate plan was carried out by Kavian, and despite the best efforts of Hera and especially Pipra in stopping this foolish plan, it was successfully carried out. When face to face with Cloud King Rinky of Ithaca, Kavian, under the guise of an ally, offered a toast to the leader of the Dukaze elves, and they both drank. Kavian, having resistance to poison, was unaffected, as the Cloud King dropped to the ground in front of him, and chaos ensued. All of the nearby soldiers and guards rushed Kavian, and mere moments from killing him, Darcy's managed the luckiest moment of their adventure so far, healing Kavian in time for him to surrender and be taken alive. All the while, the city of Vetziel has begun to be attacked. Pipra separated from the group to head out of the citadel and into the city to assist, and eventually, a beaten and battered Hera fled the citadel with the help of Darcy's, as Kavian was taken prisoner. Where we pick up, the likes of Pipra, Hera, and Darcy's stand at the bridge connecting the citadel to the city, and in the chaos and midst of the attack, they are rejoined by Tormund, who came running at the first sounds of trouble. And to everyone's surprise, the attack happens right in line with the climax of Kavian's plan. The sounds of horns echoing through the city are enough to send chills down your spine. The screams of injured combatants and frightened commoners ring in your ears like a horrible nightmare. The smells of smoke and ruin fill your lungs and bring about a feeling of dread. Soldiers run to and fro, some joining the fight, some retreating. The occasional loud bang or thud can be heard in the distance. The timing couldn't have been worse. The city that found itself on the brink of battle no longer finds itself waiting. Now, 4 of you stand united as sounds of trouble come from the north towards the city center.
He did what?
He's a fool. That ranger is a fool. Tormund, I'm glad to see you, but where have you been?
I went for one drink to get some intel, and I hear a king is dead because of a queen.
I think so. He's a fool. We were lucky enough to see him captured and not killed, but even so.
Gosh. Okay.
Tormund, I'm so sorry.
Okay. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. In reality, we have two choices. We can plan a super stealthy break-in and try to get him back and maybe die along the process, or we can just go on a holiday tour throughout Balmoral.
Tormund,
Yeah.
nothing was working. My magic, completely ineffective. Nothing was working.
What do you mean your magic wasn't working?
It means that whatever I threw at them, nothing landed. It's not a fight that I can win.
I mean, did you have like a little speck of dirt in your eye or something?
I
You
wish.
need just like a wash, little
They were-
flushing station.
They were far, far too strong.
It's
If this
true.
is-
They were super strong.
Yeah, but I didn't say we were going in guns blazing. I said, sneak in, slap a few butts, open the door, slap a few more butts, and run out.
I believe there's more pressing issues, and Pipper's gonna pan to the city on fire.
I must say, it's a good call. Yeah. Good eyes, Pipra.
Like
What
a
do we-
hawk, some may say.
Listen, you guys would know the best plan of action. I literally just got here, and the whole world is on fire now. It was gone for 2 hours, and the whole world is on fire. What do you guys suggest?
Hang on, I might be able to do something here.
Okay.
I'd like to look through Winston's eyes for a second.
Mhm.
Winston is currently climbing, or not at the top of the Citadel Tower, but like at an advantageous position so that they'd be able to see the city.
Mhm.
They followed Pipra out, and that's where they were last session. Can I look through their eyes to see? This will be perception at advantage, I think.
You can indeed.
Cool, 2 seconds. Perception's a +3, okay. And advantage. Cool, it's going to be 16.
Okay. And what specifically are you looking for?
I'm looking for the direction of advance, like where they're coming from, and if I can see any kind of safe haven from the.
So, from what you
onslaught.
can see, there doesn't appear to be a large or overwhelming force. There doesn't appear to be a full-sized siege, or usually you'd expect to see like hundreds, if not thousands, of soldiers kind of storming the city, or wherever they might be. It's a very different scene from that of which you might expect.
Okay.
Being that you don't see that. You do see a couple, looks like soldiers from the opposing side kind of going to and fro. And of course, you see the kind of commoners, the citizens, all in disarray as they go to and fro wherever they're heading. You do see north of where you guys are, towards the town square, is where there appears to be a little bit more of a, I guess, gap, if anything. Probably a route where you could, I don't know, go to kind of get the bearings of the city and whatnot, given that it's so wide open compared to the rest of it.
The town square looks clear at the moment. This might be a chance to regroup and collect ourselves for just a second. God knows I need it. With that, I'm also gonna recall Winston to me, so
Okay.
I'll take a couple of rounds, so he's a little while away.
Okay.
What are we going to do about Kavian?
Yeah, like what are we gonna do? I shared a bed with him one night. We can't just let him go.
No, we can't let him go. But we need to think. Going in guns blazing didn't work, and you should know that that's how I solve most of the problems we've faced so far. So
it's more like bombs and lightning explosions ablazing. But close enough.
I'll take it. I'll take it. In any case, overwhelming force was not overwhelming or forceful enough to win us Cavian back.
I mean,
I believe
could we stealth in?
maybe.
I'm just saying. I literally was built and raised to stealth and take people.
You more than
It's
anyone.
a little bit of my core asset.
All right.
Well, no one should be going in there by themselves.
Exactly. Let's plan this out for a second. Town Square looks like it's quieter for now. This might be our best shot.
Do we also know where he went or where they took him? Do we have an idea?
We saw
Behind
the
the
general
throne.
direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, here's if we're going on a stealthy way, the more people, the less likely we can be stealthy. Because it only takes one person slipping on a banana peel to reveal our entire area.
I can send you with Winston if you'd like. He'll alert us if anything happens to you.
I mean, that could work.
Maybe it is at about this point where you hear the most blood-curdling scream that you have probably ever heard, coming from generally the area of the town square to the north.
All right.
You don't recognize. It doesn't sound like anyone you know. I mean, it could. I don't know. You can't really even make out the voice because it's such an intense scream.
Pipper's gonna run that way.
I would like to follow suit, and my staff is going to be out. I'm low health, though, so I'm staying just behind Pipper.
Archie's is going to follow also.
Follow stealthily.
Okay.
So you're all heading that way then?
I believe so.
Okay. As you approach the town square of Vetziel, you see just how it's laid out, a very interesting sort of configuration. It's all really tightly packed together for the most part, and then it opens up in the town square where there's a fountain in the center. And as you approach to the north, you go over a little bridge that doesn't cross over water, but rather crosses over another road below it, and kind of more of the, I guess, kind of downtrodden housing and whatnot that you have to kind of go out of your way to get to. And this main road just kind of goes over top of it, leading into town square. And once there, it is concerningly empty. As in, you don't really see much of anything for the first little bit, other than, of course, in the distance, the various plumes of smoke that rise from occasional buildings, the disarray of the soldiers kind of on the walls and in spots that are still visible from here, taking in the attack. And eventually, Hipra specifically, you hear ever so faintly from somewhat behind you, you hear a little, what's the word? Little bit of a, kind of the noise that you would expect if you were trying to sneak up on someone, on an angled surface, and then your foot kind of slipped and dragged a little bit, kind of like a scuff almost. You hear that faintly, and right as you hear that, you also can sense through your feet two individuals that are approaching from behind.
Oh dear.
I need you four to roll initiative.
Initiative incoming. Okay.
There we go. Wrong music. All right.
Oh, that sucks. 6.
It's okay. Get the bad rolls out.
Is this heavy or just medium combat?
What do you mean?
That is a natural 20 for me.
Ooh. Like, is
Ooh.
this combat going to be quite intense or just kind of?
You gotta find out.
Is
Alright.
Hera going to die, or is Hera going to live?
Yeah, more meaning just from music choice, anything.
Stick
But there you
close
go.
to Darcy's.
Music
Hera.
choice.
I know.
Do intense battle for music.
Okay.
I will say, since Pippa noticed him first, she will turn around
Mhm.
and get the group's attention, say behind us.
Mhm.
My initiative may be low, but that is what I do.
My initiative may
combat.
be
Okay,
low, but I
so-
can speak.
Tormund had a 20.
Yep.
What did the rest of you roll?
That was an 11 from
I
me.
rolled an 8.
I have a 6 total.
Okay.
It's good battle music.
You got John Williams as our
Yeah. Y'all thought I wouldn't.
I heard that. I was like, is this Mustafar? What is
It is.
this?
Yeah, it's Battle of Heroes.
Yeah.
Okay, and give me just a moment.
Okay.
Right? There's that.
Ooh, a
And-
map.
Oh, we got a map.
A map.
We've got a map.
Hey,
Okay.
oh, DM is prepared this time.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Oh, we're surrounded.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no. Oi,
go.
noy.
This isn't good.
Oh, my alarm just went off. It's time to wake up, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, there's already someone on a roof.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That would
we're
be the
just-
sound that you heard.
Okay.
Oh,
in
it was.
addition to the sound, I
Or.
felt the two people behind us.
So it was the old
Gotcha.
bait and switch. Classic.
Oh.
If only there was a beautiful bearded man, kind of curly, to come save the day.
But what if he's the one we're fighting?
Oh no. Okay.
Gets a guest star. We fight him. We kill him. He's off the show.
That's it.
We loot him.
We
He has
loot
to-
him.
The whole thing is he has to fight for his place on the team. Like that's
Exactly.
what it is. Yeah, that's the.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has to kill someone to take their place.
Ooh.
I like that.
Ooh, it's
I
gonna
like
be
that.
Hera. It's gonna be Hera.
No,
How low
do
is
I have
everyone?
anything
Did
to
you-
say about it?
Are we all full
Hera's
health?
the only one low. Hera's low.
Yeah,
Everyone
I'm
else is fine.
critically low, but like I am.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the only one.
I can't heal you, but I can blind
No,
you. and
I can
deaf
heal
you.
me as well. I can heal me as well. Don't worry.
Don't worry, I'll blind you and deaf you. Don't worry.
Perfect. I won't see it coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we are ready then. So
All right.
it is going to start with Tormund.
Let's start with me. Ah!
I'm gonna roll
Okay.
20.
And the lines are really hard to see, I know, so just bear with me.
That's fine. I'm assuming I am within 30 feet of the two people
Yep.
behind us, and then I'm well outside of 30 feet of the two people down the other alley.
Yep.
And can I see the guy on the roof, or is he like kind of hidden?
So you would know, you all would know about him being there because Pipra would have told you.
Okay.
But the way that they are positioned on the other side of that dormer there, you don't have a direct line of sight currently.
Whew, okay. Are they people? Need to make sure.
Opposed to
Monsters?
These are soldiers that are currently
Okay.
engaging in this attack on the city.
Okay,
Are
I
they-
am.
Okay. So there are Celtic Empire people.
They are adorning colors of the Archelkic Empire.
All right.
So we had Star Wars music playing while fighting the Empire. Got it.
Perfect for us.
Almost as though it was platinum.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the one closest to us,
Mhm.
Behind us,
Mhm.
And I'm going to pull the hood down. I'm
Mhm.
gonna take out the pan flute, play a nice solo. The horns glow. I'm gonna cast Hold Person
Okay.
on that person.
Is that a roll by you or a
Yes,
save by
it's
them?
It's a save by them. It
Okay.
is a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Okay.
They're regular soldiers. They can't be wise, right? Right?
That's what you think.
Not wise enough to dodge the draft, anyway.
It is only a 12.
There we go. Okay.
Let's go.
So-
That's the first time that has worked. It says target must succeed or be paralyzed for the duration, which is up to a minute. At the end of each of their turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends. So basically, can't move, can't do anything.
Okay, so just stuck in place for about a minute, which is...
Save or fuck? Okay.
How many rounds is a minute? Quick maths?
That's 10 rounds.
10 rounds, yeah.
Quick maths,
Wait.
okay.
Yes.
6 seconds a round. And then is paralyzed, you also can't attack or do reactions or...
I think if you're paralyzed, you're just done for. You're just paralyzed. Yeah. I don't think you've got much of anything.
That's true. Okay, and then I'm going to look to Hera, and I'm going to say...
Okay.
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Because your whole being looks all busted. And I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
I love the frantic writing by Sam.
The inspiration dice off of that after that one, or adding it. So let's go.
It could either. I mean, you could take that as either Bardic Inspiration or Vicious Mockery.
I mean,
yeah, you choose.
It's kind of a double-edged sword. Okay, let's go for it.
And other than that, I guess. I have 30 feet of movement. Is there any way to get on the roof easily, or would it have to involve like an actual acrobatics or athletics check?
There's a cart there.
There ain't no ladder, I'll tell you that much.
Okay, that's all I need to know. I am going to... no matter where I move, I'm in front of the party somewhere. Where's Kavian where I need him? I will stand still and hold my ground and be... heroic.
Okay. Then it goes to Hera.
Okay. Cool. I would like to use as much of my movement as I can to get away from the party in the direction of the fountain.
Okay.
I'll be right back, guys.
You can get to the fountain in half your movement. Do you want to keep going around it?
I want to go... where do I want to go? Let's go just directly north of the fountain, just as close to the fountain still, but directly north of it, and see if I can get away from everyone in the party at the same time.
Okay, so if you go from there, you'll get to about here. That's your whole movement. You'll be right in between the other two coming down the alley. And this, by the way, will mean that you see them and are able to now warn the others if you so choose.
I would like to warn the others immediately.
Okay.
Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast 2nd level Quickened Restore Health on myself.
Okay.
And that's going to heal me for 14 health.
Okay.
That's looking a bit better. I am then going to cast a 2nd level Scorching Ray.
Okay.
And that's going to be towards the people closest to Torment at the moment. The person closest to Torment.
Okay, paralyzed guy.
Yep. Oh, actually, can I from there see the person that's right behind them, or?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That guy then.
Okay.
Range is 120 feet, and I don't think the battle map is big enough for me to need to worry about that. So, to hit, this is going to be an 18.
18? That is going to hit.
And it is going to deal him 7 plus 4 plus 3 damage.
Okay.
Rolling Wild Magic twice. That's a 2. Ooh. And a 12.
You okay?
No Wild Magic. That's going to be my turn, I think.
Okay. In which case, it is on to the bads now. And so, the one who just got struck with the Scorching Rays going to turn their attention right towards Hera at afar
Mhm.
and completely focus on Hera in a search for retaliation.
Okay.
They are going to bring from their back the longbow that they possess, and they are going to take aim right at Hera from afar.
Okay.
And it is only going to be an 8 to hit, so it's not going to hit.
It's not gonna.
And it's going to go whizzing by, and they will then take that opportunity to move themselves up to just in front of the paralyzed guy after seeing him get paralyzed. As for paralyzed guy, obviously he's not going to do anything other than attempt to break this paralysis. That's the one.
There you go.
It's going to be an 18.
Dang it!
So do with that, Tormund, on your hold person, when they save, is it the next turn they get to rejoin?
No, it's their next turn. So it's like
because he saved, he's good to do stuff now on this
he's
turn.
Good to do stuff on the next.
Got
turn.
it.
So
Okay.
it's like at the end of your turn, you do your save.
Got it. So he will be good to go for the next one. Roof person going to make their way on over here, and this person is going to be looking right over at Pipra, as their angle on Tormund wouldn't be all that great. First one they see is Pipra, and this person doesn't have a weapon in their hands. Instead, this person is going to kind of raise up their hands in a little bit of a kind of, I guess, magical motion, and they're going to conjure up this kind of sparking energy, kind of lighter streak, and they are going to go and attempt to shoot it at Pipra. And it would be a 16 to hit.
It hits. 2 seconds. I forgot what I can actually do against mages.
Mm-hmm.
You anti-mage caster.
Help, Cody. I don't know what I can do.
It'll be under your reactions, if anything.
Let's see.
Theo is correct. You have a reaction that you can use.
Light ward can be used on an incoming spell to deflect half of its damage, recharges at the end of your next turn. So I'll take half of whatever it ends up being.
Okay. How do you imagine this looking when you cast this, as this streak of lightning shoots towards you and you are able to bring this ward up?
Basically, you're just gonna see a wall of energy in front of me like a shield, and it's just gonna have lightning bounce off of it, but a couple streaks hit me as well.
Okay. You're only going to take 2 points of damage with it halved. It was 4. So.
Weak mage.
All right. That is going to be it for that person's turn. Now for the others, this one is going to move to engage on Hera.
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And they're going to get to right within range.
Come on, then, let's go.
And this one...
Hera, why did you run into the middle of the fray?
Because otherwise I zap everyone.
This one is going to... this one's going to take their short sword.
Okay.
And go for a
turn,
slash.
Okay, he's gonna slash. Okay, I'm gonna get ready.
He's gonna be a dirty 20 to hit.
To die.
Dirty 20 is gonna hit.
Question real quick. Hera, do you still have Blade Ward active?
I still have Blade Ward, but it's not active. It's a one-turn thing. I have to cast it as an extra action.
Cool. I wasn't sure how it worked.
It's gonna do.
I used health instead.
7 points of slashing damage.
I just knew you had it last session, so I wasn't sure if it stayed active for longer than a turn.
No, it's just a single turn thing. If I'm in combat, I'll cast a spell, then as a cantrip that goes off. since I had 2 spells, it was not going to work.
Okay, and the other one, 10, 20. They're going to position themselves down here a little bit. And this one, like the one on the roof, is going to conjure up some magic of their own. This time, you see this kind of white blue kind of energy, not cackling, not sparking like lightning, but rather a little misty almost, as they look right in the direction of Hera, who is closest, and they're going to cast a ray of frost towards Hera. It is going to be a not enough. It's going to be a 9.
Okay, it's not going to hit this.
So it's going to miss. You see this ray of frost get shot towards you, much like the streak of lightning that went towards Pipra. It's going to split you and the guy that just hit you, go right between you, and go right into the building that the person is standing on.
Can I opt to Matrix dodge under it? Can I do that?
You can do that. You get the feeling that if it would have hit you, it would have definitely, you would have felt it.
Oh, okay.
And in which case, it is the end of the bad's turn. So, Darcy's, you're up.
Hey. Okay.
Berries at him. Oh wait, no, don't do that. Throw berries at us.
Oh. How far away is the bad that's just threw the magic at Hera?
That one's on the roof. If you want to get a good line of sight, you'll have to move just a little bit.
Wait, the magic at me?
No,
the magic at Hera.
By the 10, barrel by the cart, yeah. More than 30?
Like 45 feet away.
Oh, okay. So I'd like to just turn to them, and I'm gonna cast Jolting Streak.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a 13 to hit.
That is gonna hit.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, and then we're gonna do 1.
Yeah!
Let's go!
One damage.
Let's go!
Let's go, Darcy.
And she's
There we
gonna
go.
say, "Take that!" And she's gonna hit him with 1 damage.
Okay.
And then she's gonna kind of run back towards the fountain, just a little bit, like halfway to the fountain, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
So that she's out of range from Hera, but still close to the fountain.
I think you were in range of Hera.
Yeah, you're in range even if you make that move, or if you don't move.
Oh, well then.
I'm just attempting to control my wild magic.
Okay, well then I'll move just towards that, instead of the fountain, towards that cart down a
Okay.
little.
Cool.
But like, yeah, right there. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, if you want to get completely out of range of Hera's chaos magic, you have to go towards like the bottom of the cart. That was only half of your movement just now. So you're able to, if you want to move that much.
I can move myself as well, don't you worry.
What about like from where I'm at now towards the fountain on like a diagonal angle? Can I make it that way?
If you want, you can stay where you are, and I can use my movement to get out of range of you.
You'll be in range if you're next to the fountain anywhere.
Alright, just leave me where I was then.
Okay.
I'll just stand here.
In which case, it is now Pipra.
Last in line.
All right.
Pipra.
You can.
Would you say that there's snow on these roofs or anything? We are
No.
in the north, so it's dry. Okay. Okay.
Airball?
I believe that's a level 3 spell or something. I can't cast it yet.
You're not good enough. Dang it.
But I will. The 2 dudes behind us, the one that's now unparalyzed and the other, would you say that they're like within 5 feet of each other?
They could lock arms if they wanted to.
Cool.
Cute.
Or hold hands.
Yeah, or hold hands.
So
Premaritally.
Oh,
Hey, yo.
unacceptable.
On your stream, Cody?
Not
I
in
would have
my-
thought that. I
not
would
in
have
my
thought that.
family-friendly
On your
YouTube
Christian
campaign.
Marvel stream?
Anyway,
you're gonna see Pippa put her hands apart just a bit, and a big fire is gonna appear,
Mhm.
and she's gonna push it forward and cast Agonazar's Scorcher.
I love that spell.
A discount fireball.
Yeah.
Let's
It
go.
is
I was
discount
debating what to
fireball, and I
do,
love
but
it.
you wanted fireball, so this is as close as I could do.
I mean,
and I'm
the
gonna,
city's already on fire. Might as well.
Yeah,
Alright, if we're going on fire.
I'll light up the two dudes, and they have to make a dexterity saving throw.
okay. What is it they have
DC
to
is
do?
15.
15. Okay, so the first one, the one closest, not the paralyzed one, that is going to be a 18 on that one. The other one is going to be a natural 20. Do they take half damage or no damage?
Half damage.
Okay. How much for each of them?
I rolled so terrible. It's 8 damage. So they take 4.
4.
It's better than one.
If the one dex save was a natural
Oh.
20, does it still just do half, or is that like a special instance? Since
I
it was
believe
a
it's
20.
still half.
Okay. I've never had it
Because
happen.
Because
so-
it doesn't
Something,
say
yeah.
anything like that. It just says
Yeah.
failed or save.
It would be
save.
on the creature's side that it said anything about
Yeah.
critting a save.
I'm upset. I use a second
I know.
level spell slot to do 4 damage.
Okay. That before we go to the next round, we're gonna pick up with Kavian.
Oh!
He's alive!
Oh!
He's alive!
POV, you're inside a jail cell.
Hey, wait. Oh, no.
Ew,
All right.
Kaden.
You just
So-
had to kill the king.
Let me get that ready there. Okay. So, Kavian. It has now been a handful of minutes that have passed since you were dragged out of the throne room by either arm, not even able to keep your footing, as they were pretty rough with you. And you saw your friends as they made their way towards the exit of the citadel, and you were taken into the near room. They brought you through this room, which you couldn't make much of other than perhaps some sort of strategy-esque kind of wartime planning type of thing. Through some hallways, various corridors, some lefts and rights, and eventually down some stairs. As they brought you down the stairs, you saw in front of you the Citadel's dungeons appear. And from these dungeons, you get a very unsettling feeling as a couple of mice scurry by past the final step down into
Our
the
music for this is so intense. Can we change it
In-
slightly?
Yeah, 2 seconds.
into the hallway of the dungeons here. You see the multiple cells lined up on either side as there's a walkway down the center. You see
That's why we're not in combat.
in one of the cells, directly to the left, there is but a human skeleton sitting in the corner as though somebody was left to rot for just a little too long.
Foreshadowing?
Yeah.
The smells down here are awful, and even more so for you, being a macabre. The overall feeling is not very good. Now, there's a little gate that separates the kind of room where the guards might be on a post to keep watch over the rest of the dungeons and make sure everything's in line. With another barred area that separates it from the hallway to the other cells. One of the soldiers opens this cage door, and you get shoved forward from another one. Almost lose your footing as you manage to keep your footing, but you are now in this hallway. You hear immediately behind you, the door swings shut, and you hear the clang of metal before they lock it. And one of the soldiers returns, as you look back, returns to one of the walls right before the stairs head upwards, and they just lean back on the wall, keeping an eye on you as the others make their way back up the stairs. It is just then that you hear from further into the dungeons and coming out of one of the cells, you hear footsteps. And when you turn your attention to look in that direction, you see a probably middle-aged human man of very well-built proportions who has stepped out of the cage, and they stare you down in the eyes and begin cracking their knuckles and cracking their neck before they mutter, "Food again? So soon?" And they take this stance where they are ready to come at you. I need you to roll initiative.
What?
Oh no!
I didn't think I'd die like this.
You're
No.
gonna get eaten? Oh!
21?
What do you roll?
21.
Okay, that's good because he rolled a 17.
Oh god.
Who's gonna eat who first?
One shot, one shot, one shot.
Oh, God. I don't have anything, right?
You are unarmed, and so is he.
Any regrets?
All
here?
you have is your fists.
Yeah, I don't have charisma, so that's not even... I can't even try that one.
It
Please
is.
try to charisma it.
It is up to you, Kavian. It is your turn.
Please.
Oh gosh.
Hey, remember our... Never mind.
I'm panicking.
Never mind.
Are any of the doors to the jail cells to the sides open?
You get the impression that there is nobody else here other than you two, and the other doors are currently shut. However, you could try to open one to see if it's locked or not.
Can I try the one to my right?
Yes. You go to open it, and it is unlocked.
Does it open like out towards the hall or in towards the cell?
Inwards towards the cell. So it'd be a
do that.
push door for you.
I open it up and I hide on the inside and hold it shut.
Okay. So
Fine,
you
so-
are all your weight against it to keep it shut.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said, look, well, we don't need to fight, all right? I don't know how long you've been here. I don't know what you're doing here. We can get out of this together.
This person's going to approach, and you hear these the thuds of their kind of footstep because they're very large in their build as they approach the door, and they're going to say, "Didn't you see my other friend in that cell over there?" And motioning, of course, towards the one with the skeleton. "Anyone who gets put down here is but another challenge." And he's going to approach the door, and he's going to take a step back, and he's going to go and attempt to full, like, shoulder first, just plow into the door with all of his weight. I need you to roll a strength check.
Uh-oh.
Saving throw?
You can do either one, saving throw or check.
20. Dirty 20.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's
There
go,
we go.
Fabian.
He rolled
There we go, that's
he
good.
rolled a
There you
5, so
Hey.
that first one, it's not going to budge. And you hear him kind of grunt in pain at the fact that his shoulder just went full force into the door, but it didn't budge. And this is, of course, metal bars. He's going to kind of grunt for a second, kind of pace around for a little bit before, again, he's going to try, and this time he's going to go with the other shoulder.
On the playlist.
So again, if you want to strength saving throw,
Well,
or
this time when it charges at it, can
Okay.
I open the door so it just slams inside?
you can do that, but I'll need you to roll a sleight of hand. See if you can do it fast enough.
Okay, it's not too bad. 16.
Okay. You both rolled a 16. So, as he charges, and you can tell as he's winding this up that this one's probably going to open it, you quickly swing the door open, and he's not expecting this. So he just kind of flies forward, and before he can even realize what's happening, he ends up towards the wall. He kind of, not full force, but still ends up hitting it with the momentum. You now have the door open, and he has done that. Are you leaving the room?
Yeah, now I'm leaving it, and I'm gonna close it behind him.
Okay. So you close it behind him. And
And
it would just be a pull open for him at this point.
yeah, I'm gonna now cast Cure Wounds on myself. Once.
Okay.
Let's go.
You know what? I'm not gonna do that actually.
Okay.
Oh god, so many things I could do. I shout for the guards. I'll leave the door. I don't hold it. I shout for the guards. What is this? Are you guys supposed to do something?
The guard who is posted at the bottom of the stairs just watches you. And you know that he can hear you, but he doesn't say a word.
Is he within arm's reach?
No.
Alright, well, I guess there's only one way out of this. I open the door and I stand in the hall. You see that torch on the wall? I stand next to the torch.
In the hallway?
In the torch. Yeah, whatever this like light or fire or whatever.
Right there, about?
Yeah. And I just say, well, I guess if we gotta do this, we gotta do this. And I just wait for him to charge at me.
Okay. So are you, you're then just holding your action?
I'm using absorb elements as I touch the fire with my hand. And I let it burn me a little bit.
Okay. All right.
So I take half damage of that fire. And
Okay.
I get an extra d6.
It is going to be... Fire damage was 4 on the roll.
I take 2.
Okay. The big dude is going to pull the door with immense force. You can hear it clang against the wall as he rips it open with anger and steps out, now facing you. And as he faces you, he again is going to kind of ready himself, and he's going to step forward and take a swing. And going to be only a 2, so it is going to miss on
Do
this
I
swing.
have my armor on? I feel
You
like
do
I shouldn't
not.
have this. Dang it.
But neither does he, to be fair. You are both in kind of tattered, ragged.
This is like Fight Club.
Indeed.
This is Fight Club.
And so he misses on that one. That's going to be his turn. He is toe-to-toe with you now.
Okay, I go for a hit right against him.
Okay.
With my fist. 15, does that hit?
It's going to hit.
Oh boy. Alright. He's then gonna take 5 damage plus a d6. And 2 fire damage. So
Bad.
7 total.
7 total. Not bad. All right. So where does this strike land?
I'm just thinking right against his face. Just
Okay. So as it
Right.
hits his face, you can see that not only was it a good hit physically, but at where it makes contact with his cheek kind of singes a little bit, and there you kind of see a hint of that kind of fire being shown through that punch, and he's gonna kind of reach up for his cheek and kind of just kind of look at his hand as he kind of takes in what just happened before he gets an even angrier look and it goes for another attack on you. This time it's gonna be
Wait.
oh, okay.
I said I hit a dagger in my shoe, in my boot.
Oh, you did.
Before I went to the game. It's still there. Can I feel it?
You can do something to try and feel if it's there.
I'll shake my foot a little bit. I'll be moving my feet. I feel like I would feel it touching against my ankle, maybe.
You do feel it.
All right.
Kavian's got a prison shave.
But it's his turn, right?
Yep. So it is for his swing on you going to be a 16.
Apparently not, but my armor class didn't lower itself when I unequipped the armor. So I think I just have a 17 armor class. Either way, because it didn't go down.
Let me check on.
Oh wait, it might be custom. Yeah, here we go. It hits.
Okay. In which case, it is going to do 3 points of bludgeoning damage as it hits you square in the chest. And again, his turn's gonna end. He's not looking to move. It's just staring you down.
I then reach for my dagger.
Okay.
And I pull it out and I just try and stab him out of nowhere.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Oh, he's gonna die. 7 damage.
Okay. Quick maths. It's gonna do.
There's hope after all, guys. I might win this.
Kavian, do you have Hunter's Mark?
I'm rooting for you.
I do, but I don't think the guy cast it on last is dead, so I can't move it.
All right. So that jab with the dagger is gonna kind of pierce him in kind of the side almost, and you get him pretty good with that one, and he is very much taken aback by the fact that you just pulled that out, as he wasn't expecting that. But nonetheless, he keeps his kind of poise and this intent look on his face as he goes for another swing at you with his big meaty fist, and it is going to be a 15.
That hits.
Okay, it is going to do 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh. I don't want to die like this. I go for another
Okay.
slash, I guess.
Keep going.
You got this.
12.
12 is just going to hit.
Oh,
Oh,
so nervous right now.
Yeah.
I am too.
5 damage, piercing.
Okay. And with that one, that kind of strikes him a little more centered in the torso. You can see that you now have 2 stabs on him, and he's kind of really hurting at this point. Somehow tanking through both of those stab wounds kind of in the general torso area, but still desperate to try and get to you. He's going to again with the big meaty fist. This one's going to be a 14.
That just hits.
It's going to do 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
God. Right, I go for another 8. Does that hit?
That's not going to hit.
No!
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Okay. 18 on his part. which I take it
That
hits, is going to be 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm barely standing still.
Oh no!
Oh.
Is this your turn
I
again?
go back.
You want
19.
19's going to hit.
Big roll, big roll.
Come on, big
5
roll.
damage. It's the
Okay.
lowest.
What is it?
5 piercing damage.
How do you like to do this?
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I've never been so stressed. I have, but
Oh.
I just aim right up his throat.
Okay.
Up
go.
towards his skull.
So as you dispatch...
Tear him down the ice.
Oh, okay. As you dispatch of this guy, you see then past him, where the guard is kind of against the wall in the distance, the guard gets this shocked look on his face and doesn't say anything, but you can tell that he did not at all expect that. But nonetheless, he turns to face up the stairs and kind of motions to somebody that you can't see. And as he does that,
Wait, never mind. Yeah, keep going.
as he does that, we're going to pick back up with the rest of the group.
Ugh,
Gosh,
oh, we have.
this
why are you
did
putting me
my
through the
little-
emotional
my little
ringer?
soul.
All right.
Just a
Jeez.
moment.
Darcy saved me there. If I didn't have that health, I would have been gone.
I love
How much health do
you?
you have left?
4.
Very little.
Ah!
It's nasty. It's nasty.
Before that last
That
hit, he
last
was
hit
at
being at
1
2
health,
is-
by the way. The guy in there.
Bad.
Mm.
God. Cavian, Cavian, Cavian.
Tossing my heart around like a ping pong ball. Gosh.
Okay. So, with the group of you that are in combat right now, the 4 of you, Hera, Pipra, Tormund, and Darcy's, as the odds are looking ever more in their favor, and things are looking a little more intense,
Oh.
Pipra and Tormund, you see from behind, and I know you guys can't see the map right now, but just bear with me. You see from behind the once paralyzed guy and the other one right next to him that there is another person approaching. However, this person isn't wearing the Acrylic Empire colors. This person, as they approach, very a confident air about them, with a sword drawn in their right hand and a second sword slung over with their left hand over the back of their shoulder. They approach with this kind of foresty colored armor of what looks to be very, very elven craftsmanship. Long burgundy hair falls down on either side to the shoulders of this individual. And as they approach the backs of the 2 that are facing you, Curly, go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
There we go.
6.
I was about to say, what if you rolled that initiative like me?
Let's go.
All dramatic shows up on the scene and stands there for like 2 minutes.
Okay. So despite your roll of a 6, they have no idea you're coming, so you do get an attack before we move on to the next turn. So you'll get a full attack here,
Okay.
should you choose to take it.
Yes. So, do I roll the hit? Is that what I
It
do?
will be a roll to hit.
And that's 21.
That's gonna hit.
Oh.
Good stuff.
And then I do a slashing attack on
Okay.
the one who's directly in front of me,
Okay.
and that hits for 7.
For 7 damage. All right.
Good damage.
Okay. So as you slash, which hand are you slashing with? Because you have a sword in each one.
With my right hand.
Okay, so with your right hand, you go for a slash on the one right in front of you, and it gets him pretty good in the kind of lower back because he's just does not know you're there. And as that happens, and he kind of stumbles forward a little bit, he kind of turns and has this shocked look on his face. The other one next to him and the one on the roof as well, their attention kind of they notice you now. And they almost have this look of like panic, like just very caught off guard from that. And because that was just a surprise attack, it's just a 1 attack rather than the 2 that you could do on a normal turn. But with that, it is going to go then to well, actually, I guess are you going to call out anything to the group at all, or are you just there and you just swung an attack? I'll leave that up to you.
I shout to the group, "You looking for a hand?" And then leave it at
Several, thank you.
All right.
You joined right at the perfect time.
Okay. It is back to Tormund then.
Who am I next to? I can't really see.
You are next to Pipra.
I'm gonna like lean over to Pipra and be like, I mean, I was gonna charm him and see if he could fight with us, but it looks like we won't have to do that. So
It's always a bonus.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Your natural charm did it.
Yeah, my natural charm, my hooves did it. Hera, are you still like stupidly low?
Low, not stupidly. I'm living for now.
How far am I away from the guard in front of Hera?
30 feet.
Hey, and can I flank to get advantage?
30 feet will get you to his side, right next to Hera. It would take more to
flanking?
No, it would take more to flank him.
All right, I'm gonna run up 30 feet and stab this guard in the rib cage with my rapier.
All right. Very specific.
Let's do a roll, baby. Well, you said I was on the side, so.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
What is that? It's on its side. Oh, nope. There we go. It resolved.
Oh, nice.
That was a 14.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, and the damage. This is my first time using the this is my cutlass.
Okay.
I just saw that fancy name appear. I was like, oh,
yeah.
snap, the Curio Captain Cutlass.
That's nice.
That's 8
Say
damage.
that 5 times fast.
Is it spelled with an I? I've been spelling it with an E all of this time.
No, it's IRN.
Yep.
I only know that
Oh,
because
yeah.
in my backstory, Cody
Yep.
messaged me it. So, 8 damage.
Okay, that's not
Is
bad
he
at all.
dead?
No, 8 is not gonna kill him. That slash is
sure?
yes, that slash is gonna hit him across the side, and you can see that he felt that one as he was trying to keep you both at bay, but focused on Hera when he should have focused on Tormund.
And then I'm gonna look at Hera. Hera, did you use my bardic inspiration?
Still have it. I still have it. Actually, question about that. It says attack roll, save, or check. Wild magic's a check. Does that count towards my wild magic?
I will say no.
Okay.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure if I roll a 1 right now, if I can save it with inspiration.
Is bardic inspiration a thing where I give it out and then I can't give it out? I can't do another bardic inspiration until that person has used it.
Oh, I can burn it right now if you want.
No, I'm just
turn.
Like if I turn to Pipra and give bardic inspiration, does the bardic inspiration to Hera fizzle?
1 second.
But kind of like a concentration spell, you know, like you can only have one concentration spell up at a time, and if you do another one, then that one fizzles because you're concentrating on something else.
I think it's like you're giving someone an effect, they are inspired by it. I'm not sure if it would be like that.
Yeah, it is inspiration, I guess.
Yeah. I kind of thought
Hang on,
you
I'm
could
gonna look up my DMG
give
for a
it to
sec.
multiple people.
There's nothing that says you can't add it to multiple people at a time.
Okay, well then as I leave...
Just that a person can only have 1 die at a time.
Okay. Okay, since I left Pipra,
Yep, you can do it.
high and dry, I'm gonna turn around to Pippa and be like, "Hey, I just found out I can use 2 of these. Be blessed."
Be blessed.
Be blessed.
And I'm gonna give you a bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Sorry, I didn't come up with one. I didn't come up with something really.
Okay.
Hey, I can use 2 of these. Be blessed.
Is
Be blessed.
that your whole turn?
That is movement, bonus action, and action. So yes.
All right, Hera, it is on to you.
New fighter, what's your name?
My name is Rubal.
Rubal, there's one on the roof. See if you can get them off. With that, I've just alerted them to the guy on the roof, just in case they couldn't see them.
Mm-hmm.
This is... You're right in my wild magic range, and there's nothing I can do about this at the moment. I am so sorry, Tormund.
Blow me up if you need me to.
Tormund
That'd
death
be
incoming.
It's gonna be blowing you up. Okay, so this is going to be 2nd level Chaos Bolt. The guy directly between me and Tormund. This is going to be 16 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
I forgot about the.
It's going to. Well, this is doing. Initially, I need to check what damage types 1 and 6 are. I'm going to go ahead and deal it in acid damage. It's going to do 7 plus a 1d6. It's going to do 8 acid damage.
Not bad.
Wild magic incoming. That was so close to a 1. 13, so no wild magic yet, and I'm gonna go ahead and Blade Ward myself right now.
Okay.
Blade Ward is up.
Okay.
But that wouldn't that be so funny if we all expected Kavian to die, but I died instead?
No.
That's my Hera.
Okay. No movement, Hera.
As 2 people, no movement. I can't do it without triggering that. So no movement. Yeah, that's me. That's all I can do at the moment.
It is the bad guy's turn then. So, starting with the one who is very much the focus of everything right now, getting that slash and then acid damage. They are going to, at the newfound enemy in Tormund, they are going to make an attack with their...
Only cut it. I imagine Hera put acid in the wound, kind of like how you accidentally get lemon like a paper cut.
Can we say that with our
I
combo
made the cut,
like
but Hera made it worse. Therefore, you should attack Hera, not me.
Yeah. I say all of that in his 6
Hera made a gaping hole.
Is that able to retcon that movement so that I'm in between them? That wouldn't trigger any kind of thing, would it? Am I able to retcon that, or is that way too late?
I would say it's too late.
All right. Sorry about this.
So Tormund, his short sword is going to be a 19 to hit.
I'm going to cast That Hits Me.
Okay, nice. It is going to be a 7 points of slashing.
I don't like that. Okay.
Ouchie.
I got a boo-boo.
Oh no.
And they are not going to move. But the other one over here, that's kind of out of range, is going to come a little closer. 10, 15. Use half their movement to get next to the fountain. And this person, Mage, is going to focus on Hera. They are again, this time a little closer, going to attempt this Ray of Frost towards Hera with this cold magic. It is going to be a 15 to hit.
15 is my armor class. I'm
All
not
right.
sure if that is a hit or not.
That does
Okay,
hit.
that does hit.
Just hits.
It's gonna hit me then. It's gonna hit me.
It is gonna do 7 points of cold damage.
All right, I'm looking rough again.
And on your next turn, you have 10 feet less of movement. Just for that turn.
Understood. Not that I could anyway, but
Yeah.
I can no longer help you escape my wild magic range.
Just shivering a little too much to move a lot.
Okay.
So cold.
And that's going to be that one's turn. So next up, the one on the roof, now able to kind of better see Darcy's, is going to kind of focus on Darcy's. Not sure what she's doing over there. This person, that is.
None of your business.
But this person is going to... do do something very familiar to you, Darcy's, and channel this jolting streak, which is going to be a 16 to hit.
Oh, it hits.
It's gonna
One
do.
damage?
1 damage back.
It's gonna do 6 points of lightning damage. The streak of lightning
Ooh.
shoots through the sky at Darcy's, and as it releases, you almost, for a fraction of a second, it almost feels like the air around you guys gets a little darker as the streak of lightning is so bright, and it shoots that way towards Darcy's. That is all they're gonna do while they are on the roof there.
I'm coming for you, buddy.
And then it is to the other two. So the one that kind of stumbled forward a little bit after getting hit by Ruble is going to go and try and make an attack on Ruble with their short sword. It is only a 7, which I'm sure is lower than your armor class, so not going to hit Ruble on that one. It's going to be a miss. And the other one is going to turn their attention to Pipra and go to engage in melee with Pipra, or get close enough to try something. So bow away, short sword back out. It is going to be from this one to Pipra. A 21 to hit. Which is going to hit. I take it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to do
Level 3, Cody.
8 points. 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that is all of the bad's turns. So it is back to Darcy's.
All right.
I don't like these
Man on
bads.
the roof.
Okay.
I'm coming for him. Let's see. How far away is they?
On the roof,
Yeah.
Are they?
in a straight line, about 35. But of course, they're
Alright.
elevated a little, so.
We're gonna use guiding bolt on
Ooh.
them.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So that's gonna be 18 to hit.
That's going to hit.
It's gonna do 4d6, and it's gonna be 13 damage.
New blaster caster, let's go.
13
Don't hit me with my own
damage.
spells.
Okay. So at that, you can see that when they get hit by this, they completely fall back onto the roof, just off of their feet entirely, and they kind of scramble to get back up to their feet. But it hit them pretty good. Pretty good on that one. Are you going to
And then
move
I'd
at
like
all?
to, yeah, I'd like to get up. Kind of put me close towards Hera.
Okay.
Towards Hera?
Yeah.
As close as you can
Statistically
get?
speaking, if there's more people around me, there's less damage to everyone, so.
True.
Yeah, that's fine. Just put me as close to Hera as possible.
Okay.
Within touching range if possible. I'm fine.
Yep, you
I'll
can
be
you can
okay.
get right about there with him. Okay.
I trust you.
It is on to Pipra then.
I trust you.
Okay, I trust you
That's
too.
the real trust.
How would you say? Repeat how the dude attacked me.
It was with the short sword, it was like a jabbing motion, so it did piercing damage.
So with 2 hands.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna grab his hands with the sword in me and cast Firebolt and burn his hands.
Hands.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll a hit. That's gonna hit.
It's a 25 anyway.
There we
Whoa,
go.
Was that crit? Oh, not crit yet.
No.
No crit. Pipra's just OP.
8 damage.
How would you like to do this?
Yeah!
Very
There we go.
I was just trying to make sure he had disadvantage or something on the next because his hands were burned back. Cool, I killed him. He's gonna just have stabbed me, and I'm gonna like put my hands on his and cast Firebolt, and he's just gonna get absolutely knocked back.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Going flying with the sword out of me. I don't want the sword to just stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's down for the count as he gets
I've
pushed back.
melted his hands to the sword.
Any movement?
That's cool. I like that.
I'll step forward to the other dude, so we're flanking.
Okay.
So then Curly
Oh,
and I should have.
that's gonna be it's gonna be fun. All right. It is on to Curly. It is your turn, Ruble.
Okay.
And because it's a flank, it is with any of the attack rolls you do, you get to make them twice because you get advantage because you're flanking. So with you essentially, if you use both of your attacks, get 4 rolls to try and hit.
Nice.
Yeah, you got a good shot at hitting, so good luck, bud.
So I guess with the sword in my right hand, I'll go in for a stab.
Okay.
Into his kind of stomach area. So do I need to roll a hit for that?
Yes. You'll do it twice and take the larger number because it's with advantage.
Okay. So a 15. And then I roll it again, yeah?
Yep.
Perfect. And a 24.
It's gonna hit. Was the second one a natural 20 plus 4 or no?
It was an 18 plus 6.
No, it's 18 plus 6. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if it's ever a natural 20, your attack will do double damage.
Okay.
But yeah, that's gonna hit. So roll the damage on that. The damage you'll only roll once.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Okay. All right. So that's for the right hand one.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll use my sword in my left hand,
Mm-hmm.
and I will do the same thing.
Okay.
Still a stabbing motion.
All right. Same thing as before.
Yep.
2 rolls on the
So,
hit.
A 14 and a 12.
14 does hit.
Okay.
Nice.
And then it hits for 6 again.
Okay. All right. So you can see that from these 2 attacks from Ruble, this person has gone from being well in the fight to being very much hurting and in pain and not doing very good anymore. Not looking so hot. Those strikes definitely did a lot. Are you going to move at all or just kind of stay right in position right there?
Could I move onto the roof to kind of go up behind the person on the roof?
So to try and climb up onto the roof, you would have to spend your action on a turn to make a roll for it. Because there's not like a simple ladder or anything.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to try to get on the roof, it'd have to be on your next turn as your main action.
Okay, perfect. I guess I'll stay where I am then.
Yeah, all right. In which case, it is back to Tormund.
Oh,
All right, let's go, Tormund.
How far is the person on the roof?
From you?
He's mine.
Darcy's
Kill him.
5, 10, 15, 20. He's about 30 feet away, but is elevated.
Yeah, but if I leave, I'll get hit. I'm gonna slash. I'm gonna
All
do a
right.
slash.
Okay.
So, ha. And God, the rolling is so slow on D&D Beyond.
It is.
Just rolling menacingly. That is going to be an 8. That's not going to hit.
Not gonna hit.
That's poo-poo. Gonna swing, miss, and just be like, oh, sorry, no, I was going for that person pointing to Hera. And that'll be my turn.
It is back to Hera.
Okay. Very low health. I'm not sure how to handle this one. All right, like everyone's in my wild magic range, and I don't have an option to not hit them with this if this goes wrong. So I'm just gonna hope it doesn't. All right,
just do it.
This is going to be another scorching ray.
Mm-hmm.
And the man directly in front. In fact, no, not the man directly in front. The mage. I'm changing my focus to the mage, the ice mage.
Okay.
Okay. Scorching ray 2 hit. I want to use my inspiration to affect that. In fact, no, I don't. No, I don't. I want to roll it with advantage. I'm going to use chaotic intervention.
Okay.
That's better. That's a dirty 20.
That's gonna hit.
The music is so intense.
We have currently on stream is Skyrim battle music.
Doom music.
We have Doom music. It's very intense.
This is going to be, first off, 9 damage, followed by 8 damage, followed by 6 damage, chaos magic rolling. That's a nat 20, baby. Okay, you know what happens.
Hey. Oh!
You know what happens. Is he?
Oh, my
So
lord.
first of all, has he died from that?
No.
Okay. I'm
How
splitting
much
the
health
beam.
does he have?
I am going to split the beam then. This is going to be... First off, Ice Mage is going to take 4d10 lightning damage for... 35. That was nearly max roll. 35 damage. Then... Guy immediately attacking Tormin is going to take another 4d10 lightning damage. In fact, is the guy on the roof within 30 feet of me?
No.
Then he's
Just
going
out
to
of
take
range.
8d10 lightning damage.
Get absolutely roasted, nerd.
And that's going to be 41 damage.
Okay.
64 damage to the person in front of me in one round.
So that was 9 to the mage, 9, 8, 6, and then 35 damage to the mage, and 41 damage to the swordsman.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're
bonkers.
both dead.
Really?
Alright,
Who
so
would've
that's not
thought?
even my turn done yet. That's not even my turn done yet. I would like to then... that's my last second level slot, by the way. That's that done. I'd like to use Restore Health on myself, I think. Because I'm really, really low.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay. 7 health back to me.
Okay.
And that's another wild magic roll required.
Imagine you net one this time.
It was
Hera-
about to be, it's a 7.
Oh, jeez.
Hera, you're the reason why we have really hard people to fight.
Is
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay. Well, we're now clear and we can move around, so I am going to use my movement to go directly towards Pipra. Far as I can. My Blade Ward is no longer active.
Okay. You're going towards Pipra.
I am. And that's going to be my turn.
You're just walking casually over to Pipra as if nothing just happened.
Okay.
I like
to
how
just
now we
imagine-
just completely cut down the weight. So now there's 2 enemies you don't have to take turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'd like to imagine the darkness that arced as Darcy's got hit was just kind of made to look light by the...
Okay. Next up is going to be the bad. So, the one being flanked right now. When flanked, is their attack with disadvantage also, is what I'm wondering. Seconds?
I don't think so. I think it'd only be if he moves, then we both get opportunity attacks.
Yeah, it doesn't say they have disadvantage. Okay, so there's just normal. It is going to be still focused on Rubel, and another attack with their short sword. It is going to be in a desperate attempt to make anything happen. It is going to be a 21 to hit, which I do believe hits.
It does.
Okay, and it is going to do... It is only going to do 3 points of piercing damage.
Not bad. It's not bad.
Huh? Of the call?
Hmm?
Oh, Toot's mic thing crashed, so she won't be able to talk for a little bit while she fixes it.
Oh no.
You got this too.
Okay.
Toot, no.
And for the guy that's being flanked, that is just going to be his entire turn. The one up on the roof is going to, not having the best line of sight on Hera, is going to focus their attention over on Tormund.
Why
And-
me? How? What did I ever do to you?
I just nuked their friends.
From them, it is going to be a jolting streak in your direction, and it is going to be
I got you, boo-boo.
a 17 to hit.
Okay.
That hits.
It's going to do 4 points of lightning damage.
Okay, that's not.
Not too shabby.
bad. I have health now.
And that is going to be their turn, which means it is Darcy's turn.
You already know.
Okay.
I'm gonna. How far away are they?
Can y'all hear me,
10,
by the way?
15, 20.
More
25
than
feet.
My
I
back.
can hear you too. 25
Cool.
feet.
Yep.
All right.
I didn't
I'm
touch the
gonna-
thing or anything. It just decided to go blinky blinky die.
Blinky blinky die.
Blinky
We're
blink.
Yeah,
gonna
it's like
do,
rainbow colors, so it was just rainbowing all over the place and dying.
So much rainbow.
We're gonna do guiding bolt again.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a 9 to hit.
It's not going to hit.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna we're just gonna I guess let's get up by Hera.
Okay.
A little close to her.
So yeah, you can get right next to her. Okay. In which case, it is Pippa's turn.
All right. Can I? I would like to like reach out to the dude who just attacked
Mm-hmm.
people. Just kind of tap his shoulder with firebolt.
That's how you're gonna do it.
14. Yeah.
14 to hit.
It was almost a nat one.
14 is gonna hit.
Cool.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
I gotta get the music back. It's so weird being silent.
Yes.
The invite.
Do you need me to send do you need me to send another one, or are you okay?
It shows I joined. So I don't hear anything.
Oh no. If you want, I can
I
like hum the
restart
tune
Spotify.
to you. I can just go. Ba-da-ba, ba-ba.
This is so scuffed because the music on stream is different.
I know.
Let's go. I'm
Just a
working
little
on the music. I'm restarting Spotify.
You want to roll the
Yeah, whose
damage
turn?
for that?
Oh, my
While you're-
bad. I rolled to hit and I forgot damage.
Oh,
I rolled
dear.
I cast listen to Spotify.
Yeah.
Hold.
My favorite spell.
3 damage.
3 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Hey!
Hey!
They were that low, huh?
They were
I
at
just
2.
tap and he gets blasted against the wall.
Okay. And he is done for then.
Done for?
There we go.
That he is.
just leaves the roof one. So it is now Curly's turn, aka
Come on,
Ruble.
Curly.
I will use my first action to try and get up on the
That
roof.
Okay.
music is back.
Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check.
22.
Okay, you are going to you guys watch as Ruble effortlessly sheathes the swords and climbs up the rooftop to get up there with relative ease. All right.
All right,
And
let's
then,
go.
can I attack him? Like, can I run
You
up
still
to
have
him?
movement to get there and your bonus action attack.
Okay, perfect. So I go up right next to him,
Okay.
and then I will hit. Or I'll see if I hit. 14 to hit,
Is gonna hit.
and I will do a stab. Which is he facing away from me? If I'm going up?
Yes, you'd be facing away from you.
Okay, then I do a stab into his back with the sword in my left hand,
Okay.
and 4 damage.
Okay. All right. You catch this person completely off guard, and they get this kind of jab in the back. They just manage to kind of keep their footing on the roof and not fall off, but they turn to face you at this point. And it is now Torben's turn.
The one guy on the roof. I don't have range. I'm gonna throw my dagger at him.
Okay.
My Imperio Captain
All right.
dagger. Just gonna unsheath it, flip it, and hold the blade, and chuck it.
Okay. All right.
All right, come on. How accurate am I today? Rolling. It's rolling. Don't be the 8. Yes, stay on that. Stay on that. Yes, that's a 21.
That's gonna hit.
Let's do it.
Nice.
I get to 1d4 damage. And it's going to be 5 damage.
Let's go.
Okay. So as this person turns to face Ruble, you chuck the dagger, and you see the dagger strikes them in the back, and it's kind of sticking there, not far from the mark left by Ruble attacking them in the back, and they are just not having a very good time.
Hey, do you mind if I get that back? I really like that dagger.
It'll then go to Hera. And from where you are right now, Hera, you don't have the best line of sight, so you'd have to move a little to the south.
I'd like to. I'd like to move a little to the south as prescribed.
Okay.
Okay. So, how is this guy looking up here?
Bad.
Okay. I just wanted to adjust my force as necessary. Okay. So, I am going to cast myself a Chaos Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to do it directly at him. This is going to be a 17.
It's gonna hit.
Okay. I am then going to deal him... Let me just check the damage type on this. 5 and 2... Oh, I can do lightning. That's in theme. Okay. I'm going to do 7 lightning damage, followed immediately by a further 3 lightning damage.
Okay, that's the total damage.
There is another bit coming in, don't you worry. Chaos Magic rolling. That's an 8, nothing happens. I'm going to follow it up with a second one, exactly the same. 13.
Okay. 13 total?
No, 13 to hit for the second Chaos Bolt.
Oh, yes, that just hits.
Okay. 13 to hit, and the second attack is going to do... Oh! So this is really cool. Since I rolled the same damage type there, it arcs and does a second attack for free.
Okay.
There's going to be... That's 4s, so it's going to do force damage. It's going to do 8 and... Oh, that was wrong. Only use the 2 there. 10 force damage followed immediately by... That's a nat 20, so this is going to crit. 13 further force damage.
Were you keeping track of what that is in total?
I'm going to go and have a look at it in a second. This is crazy good luck. And an extra 1 on the end. So this is going to do, totaled, 1 plus 13 for 14. It's going to also do 7 from the last one, which is 21.
21. Yep.
Then 21 plus 8 is going
29.
to... Yeah, it's going to be 29. Plus the... Chaos Bolt from there. Plus 7. Plus 3. Yeah.
He had 3
7.
health. So how do you want to do this?
I would like to just have this thing keep arcing back, because that's the whole thing about Chaos Bolt. It does, it keeps arcing back. So it's going to arc off the roof and then seemingly hit him again and again and again with lightning force. Just absolutely just... It's going to mess him up a bit.
All right.
I want it to not be a pretty sight.
Okay. So as that happens and the lightning is arcing on this individual...
Oh no!
Oh
no!
Let's everyone getting the shirt at this point. What's this going to be? 18. 18 is I become invisible, so I've just vanished. I've done this. I've done this, and I'm going yes, yeah. Gone.
Invisible for a minute. So
yeah,
as that lightning
Did
happens,
I survive 2 hairnet ones?
Yeah. And Darcy's as well.
Everyone was in range. Torment was in range too, and Ruble. Everyone just survived that. So,
everyone just survived the Heronat one.
As the lightning arcs off of the roof and obliterates this person right in front of Ruble, and Hera just vanishes without a trace, just gone from thin air currently.
Oh, she was too young. So much to live for.
You begin to hear...
use my inspiration.
You begin to hear the... almost what sounds like the clanging of bells. A very ominous sound from the distance. And you hear the sound of clanking metal. As you turn to look, as you can all hear this, as you guys turn to look, you see from one of the other roads leading into the town square a very, very large individual dressed in extremely heavy plated armor, all by himself, approaching the town square. Now,
God.
This individual, just a second.
Oh, God.
This individual carries in either hand a long spear, and it's a spear that has the pointy end, and it also kind of on the butt end of it has almost like a, not like a full hammer type of thing, but like a smaller version of it that can be used for like blunt force. Again, very big and well built in this very heavy armor. They probably stand 6'7", 6'8" off of the ground.
Is this the same guy from last session?
No, you do not recognize this individual. Now, the armor they wear is mostly of silver kind of metal colors, but you can tell that this person is in with the Archelkic forces, as they have the reds, blacks, and silver colors as well. And this individual looks straight towards Darcy's, the first one that he'll see, because now Hera's vanished.
Oh no.
And Hera's
No,
gone.
he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
And he is going to start to close the distance towards you guys.
No.
So he'll get to about here. And as he gets to about here, even Hera has to look up a little bit to to meet his gaze at how large this individual is. And second.
It's like we just got rid of all the pawns, and here comes the heavy.
Yes, is the queen.
kind of need that high damage now, and I've got like 2 spell slots left.
Lord. Okay. Okay.
I can
As
possibly
he
do some
approaches
math with this.
in his very deep and kind of brute-esque voice, he is going to proudly state or kind of speak up and say, "Let's see how you do against Bjorn the Stone." And as he says that, he throws, he kind of stomps his spear into the ground, the butt end of it, and you feel the ground kind of quake underneath you just a little bit. And he readies his spear and points it right at Darcy's. But
Oh no!
he's already moved all that he can move. So let me get his initiative.
I don't
Lower
like
than
this.
a
I don't like
6.
this episode. I feel personally attacked.
So it is picking up with Darcy's in the order.
Darcy's, you better run.
I ain't scared of nobody.
Ah, well.
Not anymore.
If you die, we're all gonna die.
I would like to point out at this point as well that nobody has any clue as to how or why Hera just vanished, because Hera hasn't said anything. Hera's just
Hera.
I don't even know if Hera realized that Hera went invisible.
Yeah, I'm
Alright,
kind of like just and it's like that one meme of what is it, Moist Critical? He's going woo, and he's gone.
And then he's
That's
gone.
what it's gonna be like.
That's one of my favorite
Okay.
memes.
It's so good.
All right. So I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at the 2nd level at this guy.
Okay.
Because that's all I got. So we're going. Wait, hold on. I might not need to cast it at the 2nd level. Cast it at the
Hang
second
on,
level.
I'm just looking. So guiding bolt's what you're doing, yeah? Go to your
Yeah.
spells and see if you have that spell slot left.
I did, yes. And then you said that I need to do the thingy, so I filled them.
I did the thingy.
If you attacked with Jolting Streak, you didn't need to mark it off because that's just a cantrip. But if you attacked
Yeah.
with Guiding Bolt, then you did need to mark 1 off.
Yeah, I did it twice, so I needed to fill them.
Okay, yeah, you'd have to cast it 2nd level then. Sorry.
Okay. Okay,
Sorry.
so we're casting it at a 2nd level.
Okay.
Alright. So that's gonna be no. A 12 to hit?
Not gonna hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Ooh,
Now
I'm
you
gonna-
might want to run.
And then I'm gonna
Head for the hills.
run towards Tormund.
Don't
Okay.
bring him to me!
And see if I can't get. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Why are you bringing him to
You
me?
just moved 20 feet to get right next to him.
Can I get behind Tormund?
Yes.
Why?
Wait,
See-
put me behind Tormund so that Tormund is between me and the big bad.
Done.
And then let's just tap Tormund's shoulder and say, "Thanks, buddy."
Oh,
All right.
some healer.
It is then Pippa's turn.
All right, Pepra.
Okay. I'm going to step more so to face him, like just out a little bit more straight line.
Okay.
Is Hera 10 feet away?
From you?
At the moment,
Or from
I'm
him?
From
invisible.
him.
10 feet away, yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to get my staff
Okay.
and I'm gonna point it at him.
Mhm.
And you're just gonna start hearing this like loud noise, and I'm gonna cast Shatter right down on him.
Let's go.
That's a save from him, yeah?
Yes, it is con 15 save.
Oh, he's gonna be good at con, I feel.
24.
God!
Oh,
Good grief!
Okay,
All
so
right.
he's really good at con. Okay.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
24,
Okay,
right?
wait, real quick. You described him as wearing a lot of heavy metal armor, correct?
This is correct.
Yes,
He has disadvantage.
Okay.
Like, if it says a creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage. He's wearing a lot of metal, so he has disadvantage.
His
on it.
rolls were 24 and 19.
Well,
Okay, he takes.
Okay.
he's a con boy. big old Connie.
Okay.
Then he's going to be bad at dexterity.
So
hoping he's
he
bad at
still takes
intelligence or
half
wisdom.
damage. So let me roll. It's 16, so he takes 8 damage.
Mhm.
That was the best I could do.
That's okay. That was good.
He takes 8, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And with that, no more movement. Just staying where you are.
Yeah.
Okay. It is then Rubel's turn.
Actually, can
Oh.
I back up towards the roof a bit?
Just towards the building.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna attempt to climb next time. I gotta get out of here.
Okay. So it is now Rubel's turn.
Rubel's the only one safe.
I'm at
So we
12
think.
hit points.
I'm at 16.
I'm at
15 myself.
17.
Oh, we're in trouble.
Yeah, we're in big trouble.
I might have an ace up my sleeve. We'll see.
I mean, I have 1 spell slot left.
Dang, y'all, I still got
I've
6.
got-
We didn't.
I've got 2, but I've also got sorcery points that could extend that to 3 or another second level if I need to.
I'm
I
honestly
have
hoping
3
for another
spots left.
nat. I'm hoping for another nat 20.
See, we
Right.
had the fight with the bad guys when we tried to save Cavian, and we didn't get arrested between there. So
I
we're
forgot about that.
Mm.
That's why I have 6 spell slots and you guys don't.
and we have 1 and 2.
Yeah, I lost like 2 spell slots.
I used 2 as well.
with
Yeah.
Cavian.
I used 2 as well, but I also nat 1 wild magic to get some back, so that was interesting.
Rubel, do you have like a power word kill?
No.
Dang it. It was worth a shot.
What I will do is, does it cost an action to get off the roof, or is it just movement?
You can choose which you want it to do. You'll have to roll acrobatics, and you can make it an action or half your movement.
I'll do half my movement then to get kind of in the
Okay.
middle of kind of everyone, I guess.
Go ahead and roll another acrobatics check.
Mm-hmm. A 27.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
you-
that's-
Rubel
Cheerleader.
runs to the edge and just kind of jumps and lands with a perfect roll on the ground, just as if they've done this a million times.
And then I'll move towards the fountain,
Okay.
kind of get in the middle of everyone.
Okay, you'll get to about there with the rest of your movement.
Okay. And then there's nothing else I can do. I can take a defensive stance towards him with my 2 swords out in front of me, and that's it.
All right, then. It is on to his turn.
Oh, no.
I
So,
don't like this.
seeing now closest to him, Rubel, Bjorlin is going to get to within range. Still doesn't see Hera, because it's still not been a full minute yet. So gets right next to Hera there. And
Invisible Hera not get a turn.
Invisible, I do get a turn, it's just later.
Hera's was the last turn of before this guy. So he's going to take his spear, and he is going to try and swing around the blunt end to hit you with it. Rubel, it is going to be it's going to be a 12 to hit, which does not hit. So
Nice.
that one's going to be a miss.
Now he rolls low.
But with multi-attack, he's going to come back
no.
with the sharper end and try again, this time with more of a jab. And this one is going to be a 14 to hit, which still does not hit. So,
Nice.
agile and quick on his feet, Rubel is going to avoid both of these swings on Bjorlin's turn, and it is going to end his turn, which gives it back to Tormund.
All right, I'm going to shaking because, gosh, he's scary. I'm gonna pull out my pan flute. What is a popular god in Blutora that I would know?
What kind
Is
of
that maybe?
What are you going for exactly?
Like from my area. Like I just.
It's not necessarily so much area specific as it is like, are you thinking more good, more bad, more neutral?
Who do you think Tormund would know? Like around, like a fairly good, good.
So when Tormund is putting on a good guys, basically.
Who's a good god?
Okay. I would say Tormund might be familiar with
Anathema.
Is that?
Of love.
I don't know that Tormund knew. I'll say Izan. Will be yes.
Okay, with my hand shaking, pulling out my pan flute, I'm just gonna mutter under my breath, Izan, if this hits, I promise I won't steal from anyone else for the rest of my life. I'm gonna play Horns Will Glow, and I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Okay.
On the big guy.
Okay.
It is a 15 wisdom save. I was going to do blindness, but that's a con save, so that wasn't going to work.
It is going to be
Is that
Made out of rock. He can't be smart.
14.
Oh, hit! He's held. He's paralyzed.
He's held.
Yes.
For this turn,
okay.
or for his next turn.
I'm gonna see that it hits, and I'm just gonna like look down. I'm gonna look up and be like, "How binding is this contract that I just made?" And then
Is that the god of hope? No.
Yeah, Izan is the god of hope.
Oh no. Well, I hope that it's not a binding contract, but I'm gonna loop behind Darcy's and be like, all right, I did my thing. It's your turn. And I'm gonna do a little shove, just a tiny little little on the shoulder blades. Boop.
Okay. It is Hera's turn. Still invisible.
Okay.
I also think any melee attacks when you're paralyzed, you get advantage. Right? Because they're paralyzed.
I would imagine.
Let me check.
Okay, me still invisible then. What can I do here? Well, I'm going to first of all. Am I capable of dragging? Am I capable of dragging a character, or like attempting to?
If you want to try and drag him, you can certainly try.
Curly, I kind of want to drag you out of like a little radius of him at the moment.
So paralyzed, just so you know, can't move or speak, can't take any actions, automatically fails strength or dexterity saving throws, attack rolls against you have advantage, and they're automatic crits if the attacker is within 5 feet. So basically ranged attacks, advantage, melee attacks, advantage, and automatic crits.
Okay.
If they hit.
All right.
Nice.
So paralyze is stupid. Wow.
So he still has to make the save
Automatic
to become
crit, you said?
unparalyzed.
Yes.
So so when it's his turn, he'll technically take his full turn. At the end of his turn, he can re-roll, and if he saves, so at worst, I wasted one of his turns. At best, you guys do some like sword hits and do some major damage, or at least get some free hits off.
So automatic crit if hit, right?
If hit within 5 feet, so like an actual melee attack. Ranged attacks would just be advantage.
Cool. I have a...
Does it say anything about that melee attack needing to be a weapon, or do melee spells still work for that?
It just says automatic crit if your attacker is within 5 feet of you.
Within 5 feet? Okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna use a... Cool. Right.
But, yeah, I guess.
Spell slot manipulation. I'm sacrificing a first level spell, transferring it into sorcery points, and instead gaining a second level spell. This is going to be close range Scorching Ray within this 5 foot.
Okay.
I think. 2 seconds. Yes, it is. It's going to be close range Scorching Ray, and it's going to automatically crit if hit. 2 seconds. This is going to be a 19 to hit.
It is gonna hit.
And it's going to crit as well. Okay. The first one is going to do 18 damage, followed by 8 damage, followed by 20 damage.
38.
38 damage right there.
38, 39.
The wild magic runoff is going to
47.
be
47 damage there.
47 damage. Okay.
Okay.
The wild
What's
magic
the
does
11?
not. No wild magic,
Oh, no.
but I am going to follow this up with a secondary spell. This is going to be Chaos Bolt. This is my last spell slot.
Wait, you can
going
do 2 spell attacks in 1 turn?
because I'm quickening it.
Oh, gosh, sorcerers
So
are OP.
yeah, so this is my last anything, by the way. I'm cantrips only at this point. This is everything burnt.
Fine, you might one-shot him.
Maybe, hopefully. Chaos Bolt. To hit, this is going to be 9. I'm going to Bardic Inspiration this.
Well, you get advantage.
Do I? Oh, cool.
Yeah, you get advantage, and then within 5 feet, it's also a crit.
Awesome. In which case it's a 23.
Gonna hit.
This is going to crit for... It's going to do a double thing as well. So it's going to do 32 damage, followed by 2 damage, followed by a second free attack. Oh, this is gonna...
The second free attack is from what?
The second free attack is because the 2 dice rolls were the same, so it arcs and hits them.
Okay.
Chaos Bolt, so what happens is it rolls 2d8 and then adds 1d6 of that type. The d8s control what type of damage it's hitting, and if they're the same, it attacks again.
Right.
Or to a creature, either it or a creature within 30 feet. So that second one, I am going to use Chaotic Intervention here. Chaotic Intervention saves me 20. Does that hit?
That hits.
In which case, it's going to then deal a further 10 plus 12 damage.
So, is anyone keeping track of the total?
How much?
Okay,
it was
the total
it was
damage.
115 damage.
Okay.
Wild magic, 2 seconds, wild
So
magic.
in other words,
Okay.
you'll be dead.
Wild magic, no hit, and I'm going to use my movement to get out of there all the way towards Darcy's.
Okay.
How did you do that much damage?
That was full crit. That was full crit, though.
It's because
Oh my
every single
goodness.
hit was a crit. Thanks to
Yeah.
my paralyzed.
Okay.
That would have been high regularly,
Dude,
but that
even if you didn't do high damage, if you rolled low, if he fails dex saves, I would have catapulted at level 2 for 48.
You said you're making movement, right?
I'm making movement.
Where are you going?
More than 116
Towards
health?
Darcy's.
Yes. Where are you going?
God, he's so
Darcy's?
tanky.
Darcy's all the way
Okay.
towards Darcy's. I'm getting out of there. That's
Oh,
that's
okay.
me out of spell slots, out of sorcery points. That
Okay.
was everything.
I think that might be our biggest wombo combo,
Yeah.
like double
Okay.
team.
Wow.
It is then
That's bonkers.
on to Darcy's turn. After being pushed forward by Tormund, and now Tormund's behind you.
Even what?
Okay. So you said
Okay.
range attacks just get advantage?
No,
Range
melee.
attacks just no.
Oh,
so
wait,
no, everything gets advantage.
It just doesn't
Every
crit.
attack gets advantage.
Melee just
yeah,
crit.
yeah, within 5 feet crits.
God, where was this yesterday? Oh, last week.
No.
Well,
last
I had so hold person's a 2nd level spell, and I
Okay.
wasn't in the last stream, so that's
True.
why.
It needs the combo. It's a
I'm
torment.
writing. I'm writing down now. Make sure you always use holds. I'm getting hold person, and when I get to the right level, I'm going to get hold monster in case we fight monsters.
Ooh.
Yeah, the
That's
How
T's
far
might
away
go
from
in
the
there.
big
Good.
bad am I?
Hold monster's level 5 though.
It's hard to see those lines.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The lines are really hard to see. What are you asking?
How far away am I from the big bad?
30 feet.
So if I were to get up on him and then do like, I don't know, like jolting streak or something, would it would then be like within 5 feet, or is it still considered a range attack?
If it's considered a ranged attack, it will always be a ranged attack.
Oh, gotcha,
So-
gotcha. Okay, so I'll just stay over here then,
Okay.
and I got not jolting streak, but guiding bolt. Does the most damage, and it's with advantage, right?
Mhm.
First one was a 16. The second one's an 11. 16 to hit.
Not gonna hit.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well then that's that. And I'm gonna get behind Tormund again
Okay.
and give him a little push forward and say, okay, your turn again.
You do something.
I can't.
See,
Try,
now at
try.
this point, Tormund would be hard pressed to get behind Darcy's because you guys have backed all the way up to the building.
I'm not invisible anymore either. I just feel I should say.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
because you technically.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
cast
nice
spell.
to see you.
I cast spells. So yeah.
Okay. In which case, Pipra, you're up.
Okay. So to crit, I have to be within 5 feet.
You have to melee, whether it's a spell or a melee hit or whatever.
Would you consider catapulting a dagger as melee?
No, that is ranged.
Even if it's really close, it's just adding force.
If you want to hold the dagger and use catapult on your arm to make it stab harder, I will allow it.
Yes, that is what we'll do. It's just catapult, like jab it into him.
That's
Okay.
perfect.
You have a dagger on you, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I do. Double checked. All right. So then at level 2, I cast catapult, and it's a dex save, so you should fail it, right?
What is? Oh wait, no,
Torment,
yeah.
You said something about dex
Yeah,
earlier.
He's because he's paralyzed, he
Yeah,
automatically
so
fails. Yeah.
He can't dodge. So 4d8 with crit. That's
Are you within 5?
42.
Oh, you are. Within
Yeah.
I moved to get within 5.
There we go.
So that is 42 damage.
Die.
How would you like to do this?
There we go.
Yeah.
Old person's is OP.
Poolin the Stoned is gone. Let's go.
Why is that a level 2 spell?
I think we're
Oh
just
my
really good with
goodness.
our action economy, to be honest. We're really, really good at this.
Okay, so just I walk up to him or I run up to him, however you, and then I pull the dagger out,
Mhm.
and then just behind my elbow you see a catapult which just jabs it forward into him, and he just gets like knocked back, completely splat to the ground.
Can you get knocked into the fountain?
Yeah, let's knock him into the fountain.
Eat him into the fountain.
There you go. It's the full anime like slide where the feet are dragging and he's like arched forward and it just goes back and it kicks up the dirt and it's just for an unnecessary like length that this happens before he hits the fountain. And
Let's go, Pippa.
In my mind, I just picture him dead body, still paralyzed. Now the top of the fountain, just a little like statue.
All right. And with that, you are no longer in combat.
Oh, finally.
Okay.
So with Hera's help, I now dealt the most damage I've ever done with Hera and Tormund's help.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Love it.
I was
help.
I'm not much of an assist. I'm just a DPS.
yeah. You got him there, and then I was able
There you
to
go.
finish it off.
Okay.
Okay. That's me entirely out of everything, by the way. I'm not even a
Same.
sorcerer at this point. Yeah.
I've got
I just have cantrips.
2 first level spots left, so I can heal.
Also,
People.
yes, Bjorlin the Stone is the hardest enemy you've faced so far in the whole
What
campaign.
was,
Easy.
what was his total health? Do I know now?
I will not tell you his
100.
total health because there may be similar in the future.
Okay.
Okay, well we know a general.
know
How
what
much
idea.
damage
damage
you did.
we do? What was it again? 150
We
something?
did a total of 157.
Hera's
So-
done over 400 damage this combat. That's terrifying. That's utterly terrifying.
For some reason I picture Bjorn to be the tree sentinel from Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Kinda
He's
sad.
yeah, it's not. It's just minus the horse.
Just minus the horse, yeah.
And instead of gold, it's like silver, but yeah.
I'd like to loot him if that's perfectly okay.
You
Yes, let us loot.
Yeah,
if you wish to do so, you can investigate what he's got.
Yeah, let's have a
we
look
change
at
the
it.
Yeah.
music too from
Yeah,
Oh,
can
yeah,
we
let
get
me
some
do this.
From
loud
our end.
combat music.
no more Doom music.
I roll investigation.
And my investigation's poor, and I'm going to roll at disadvantage because that was my last thing to
Mhm.
cast that with chaotic intervention.
I
got
told
14
myself I'll roll
Oh,
on
so I
D&D
just really
Beyond Justice
don't see
once,
anything.
and I still rolled low, so it's a 12.
Oh no.
I rolled 5 plus 7.
I got a 14.
That would be a 6 from me.
Okay, so with all three of you checking on Bjorlin here, There's not really anything that you can make too much use of other than if you chose to take his spear, I guess, if you wanted to. But he is as brutish as it comes. Does not carry anything important on him other than his armor and his weapon. He had one job, and that job was to kill.
I suppose we
He
did it
failed.
better.
And he was
Yeah.
killed.
Yep.
Okay.
That
Good.
spear hammer. What's the stats on that?
So it would have to be a custom one if you actually wanted to take it. But
I kind of do. Melee's where I lack.
let me...
Would I even be able to wield such a weapon?
It's pretty big and heavy.
Okay.
It wouldn't make a lot of sense, but I don't think
It
there would
probably
be...
Hair's big and strong.
I am quite large. Like Hera's really tall. That's what I'm
You're
thinking.
you're
that-
tall, but
I feel like Valerian would love that.
it's more of a lanky tall, is it not?
yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of.
So
It depends. How much do you deadlift?
Hang on a minute. My strength isn't scoffable. It's 13, so it's not as though I'm weak, but
I guess if
I
this
am
makes
just
any
very
sense,
tall.
the spear is the type of weapon that like Flavery might have, with how
Yeah.
big and kind of...
I was gonna say
Brutish.
I'd like to save this, even if I don't use it. I want to save it for when we reunite with Kavian or Flarery.
You can do that, then.
that cool
If you
if I
want
just
to
go
add
ahead
it
and
as
take
just
it
like a custom
Yeah.
item, Bjorlin spear.
Okay. Custom
Bjorlin is
item.
Bjorlun.
Just a regular spear, yeah.
You can just add it as a regular spear for now.
Okay, I'm just gonna put it in my backpack. And the spelling of that again? I'm so sorry.
Bjorlun.
RULN.
RLUN.
RLUN. Thank you so much. Urlin. Okay, thank you.
Okay. And is that all you guys are doing at the moment?
I kind of want to loot the other bodies.
Okay.
While that's going on, I'm gonna go up to Rubel and just go up and be like,
Oh yeah, he's here.
you come in for just a fight, or have you come in to help us? I'm confused of why you decided to just come into the brink of death and action and everything.
Well, you guys seemed outnumbered, and it looked like you could use a hand, so
The hand is
I-
appreciated. Thank you.
We do indeed appreciate the help.
I do appreciate it.
As
It
as a
was-
reminder, for Curly playing Rubel, of course, is that you are an Izakin soldier. So you are a soldier, kind of a unique kind of ranking and stature, where you aren't kind of a normal soldier. You're not even really like in a position like a captain or a general. You're almost like you kind of operate on your own terms, but still very much operate within Ithaca and for the elves that live here. So this is, your home pretty much.
okay.
Well, thank you for the help nonetheless. It's very much appreciated. I'm sure our friends are very grateful.
Speaking of friends and grateful, I feel like we have one friend that would be very grateful if we can break him out of this prison.
Yes.
But everybody is absolutely destroyed right now.
So real quick, from looting the rest of them,
I nat 20'd that looting, by the way.
of what importance you will find will mostly just be a little bit of a coin. In total, with all of them added up and together, there will be 8 gold pieces, 12 silver pieces, and that is all for the coins. So that is all of them together. That's not each of you. That is, if you want to split it, you can. That's what you find in total.
I'm down to split this if you'd like.
I'll let you get the gold. I rolled
I'll
20.
give my share to Rubel for saving our lives.
Of course, I'm gonna pass Rubel 4 gold pieces and 6 silver pieces, which is exactly half.
Okay, so Rubel, if you click on your inventory tab on your page,
Mm-hmm.
there's a little gold icon to the right of the weight. If you click that, there will be a bunch of spots a little lower down where you can add and remove different pieces. So for whatever they just gave you, You'll type in the number under which one it is and then hit add. GP being gold pieces, silver pieces are SP.
Yeah. What was it? It was 3 and 6, was it?
4 and 6.
4 and 6.
There you go. You're rich now. So,
What is your
Ruble.
health like, Ruble?
Yes, are you hurt?
I have 36. So I'm
Oh,
fine.
you're absolutely fine compared to us then. Don't mind if you say it. You handled yourself very valiantly, I'd say.
Okay. Again, we need to come up with a game plan because the upfront brutish is fun, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy a good amount of battle and bloodshed, but I don't think we could handle. We got very lucky with this big guy.
Very lucky.
Very
actually.
lucky.
Very lucky.
I would like to go over and lean to Tormund and kind of just whisper, might not want to mention that he killed the king to the Izakan soldier.
I didn't say anything about that.
No, I'm warning you.
Oh.
We're talking about breaking our friend out of jail. He may wonder why he's in jail.
Gotcha.
So I may need to be
nevertheless,
more discreet.
Yeah,
I
nevertheless.
can't believe he got mistaken for an enemy soldier like that. It's a terrible thing that happened.
Yeah.
And being a macabre in Izaka is hard.
Yes.
So, as suddenly as the noises of war fill the air, the screams, clashing of metal, and horns all cease. All around you now, the evidence of battle engulfs the city of Vetziel. Buildings in ruin, others on fire, soldiers from both sides, along with civilian casualties strewn about the roads. The injured, Izakan soldiers and citizens alike, mosey around, seeking assistance or giving it. All of a sudden, the sound of horns fill the quiet post-battle air. The sound comes from the direction of the citadel. Will
Okay,
you make your way there?
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Might be crazy.
All right.
Everything
Let's
you
go for
say
it.
is crazy.
Yes. And that's why you love me and my boyish personality. Regardless, I think a good idea. Here's my thought.
Mhm.
I disguise myself as one of the guards. We shackle you guys as like, oh, I'm bringing these people to the dungeon. We go in, we beat up some people, and then we get Kavian, and then we move as a unit, and I'll be like, oh, it's a transfer. We're bringing them out to the countryside to be killed, and then we run.
They'd recognize me, I'm afraid. We definitely got seen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then it would work out because they're probably looking for you. So if I've captured you guys, saying I'm taking you to the dungeon, you know,
Could work.
Not a bad idea.
These bells are still, or these horns are still ringing from the direction of the citadel.
We may want to
or we
see
can do
who
something
won
else,
this
have a
battle
look, yeah.
first.
Yeah, can I go and
And
have a
gonna
look
start
for
walking towards the citadel.
Okay.
See what's going on.
could I get on the roof and start like heading towards it? Like I'd rather be stealthy than just be in the streets with everyone.
Roll an
Oh, can I
acrobatics
just-
check.
Let me just put Winston on Tormund's shoulder for a sec.
Okay.
Okay. Winston is a weasel, like a ferret.
Winston's our new best friend.
Oh, that was almost a 3. That is going to be a butt ton. 19 plus.
You'll be
something.
fine.
22.
You'll
yeah.
be able to get up on the roofs and
I'm going to
Easy
get up.
wish.
I'm going to put my hood up and I'm just going to start. If anybody would like to join me, but I'm going to start stealthing on the roof because I feel like we have had very bad luck in the actual streets.
Let me go
Can I
ahead and do the
try?
same then. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to
everyone
try.
who wants to get up there has to roll acrobatics.
I rolled a 6.
It's going to
I
be
am
a
not on
7,
the
but
roof.
I'm going to expend my bardic inspiration, and
Oh,
I am
still not
going
there.
to. Yeah, no, I just use chaotic
I
intervention. I'm
nat
going to get 10.
20. It is a 22. I effortlessly climb up to the roof.
So Darcy's and Hera, you said 10, right?
Yes.
Both of you, in attempting to climb up, are going to fall and injure yourselves for 1 point of damage.
Of
Oh,
course, it's a
gosh.
damage.
However,
Well, I'm officially critical health now.
Pipra and Tormund are along the roofs watching from above as the three of you are You're kind of evenly split.
Okay.
So
Can I look
eyes
through
everywhere.
Winston then? Is that
What
possible?
is Ruble doing?
you can look through Winston. It is up
I'm
to
gonna
Ruble
look
if
through
he will stick with you guys for a little longer.
Yes.
I'll stick with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goodness,
If
why
you-
not?
How about this?
You would be curious as to the horns from the Citadel to see what happens. So
I look down at Darcy's and Hera and be like, you two are the most injured out of all of us. How about you guys try to take a short rest, and Hera, you can just look through Winston.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
That
Okay.
might be the safe spot. I don't need you guys going down,
Okay.
especially our
can-
healer.
We can
Fair.
meet back here and report what we've found.
Yeah.
okay, so Darcy's and Hera's staying behind, but Hera's through the eyes of Winston.
Yep.
I'm through the eyes of Winston.
Cue-
I can control
cue-
Winston telepathically. Well, tell him what to do at least.
Cue the Naruto running on the rooftops.
Does Ruble join us and Naruto running on the roof?
Well, I don't, that's up to Ruble if you want to walk on the road or if you want to try to get on the roofs. But
It's just me asking.
I mean, Ruble doesn't really need to be stealthy because this is, Ruble,
Yeah, I'll go on the road.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
We'll keep an
I
eye on
should probably
Ruble.
make a stealth check. My stealth is 16.
Am I making a stealth check as well?
Go for it.
I thought you had already rolled one, but
No, but I get advantage because I'm awesome.
Let me go ahead and make a perception check with advantage
First
as
one
well because
is
I am Winston
a-
right now.
First one's a 14. And the second one is ooh. We're gonna go 14.
Okay. And what was
Yeah.
yours, Pipra?
Not the best. Not the best.
16.
roll.
It's a 20 perception check. Sorry, Pipra, sorry.
Oh no, you're
Sorry.
fine. I needed that anyway, so you're good.
Okay.
Okay. So, the three of you approach, technically the four, but really just the three of you. Two on the roofs and Ruble on the road. As you approach the Citadel, you see that there is a massive gathering of people at the base of it. All citizens, commoners, traders, travelers, everyone who lives in Vetziel and is able enough to be here. It is a very, very large crowd. And as you draw near, the Cloudborn Citadel, a sight now familiar to most of you, looms ahead. The bridge leading into the structure is heavily guarded. 4 knights stand in formation, making sure not a single person crosses, with 4 more regular-looking soldiers just on the opposite side, or on this side of the bridge. On the far side, right in the doorway, stands another very large soldier, reminiscent of Bjorlin, who you just took down. Up on a balcony, far from the main entry, far up from the main entryway, so directly up from the main door, just further up, stands an important-looking figure, a soldier, not donning the Acrylic colors, as a relief to all of you. They are of Izakin descent, I guess, or rank. Perhaps a general, even, donning these colors of Izaka, the blues, golds, and whites. And he looks down to address the large crowd of people. It is with great sadness that I bring you the news of the death of Cloud King Rinky. Gasps can be heard from the mixed crowd of soldiers and citizens. Some cries break out, some yelling that turns into more yelling. Assassinated by the likes of an Acrylic spy, a hidden agent, poised as an ally, the soldier general continues. It's not all bad news, however. He turns and waves over someone from behind him. After a moment, a second figure appears beside him, this one with a sack over his head, dressed in messy, tattered rags and robes.
Oh no.
Oh.
We captured the leader of the attack on the city. As the general says this, the crowd erupts into cheers, yelling, booing, and the like. The sack is pulled from the prisoner's head and revealed to everyone is an elven face. This person appears older, wise, and battle-tested. The noise of the crowd grows stronger with each passing second, as a second soldier atop the balcony loops a rope around this prisoner's neck. As the prisoner is moved forward to the edge of the balcony, he addresses the crowd. The Archaic Empire seeks not to dominate your lands. Our goal was to eliminate the ones responsible for the attacks on our settlements along your borders. It appears that it has been done. If you kill me now, there's no telling the war between us will end. The crowd ponders for a minute before somebody shouts, "Your attack killed my family!" Suddenly then the crowd returns to yelling in anger. A moment of this chaos passes before the older elven man is pushed off the side of the balcony. The crowd erupts into cheers and grim celebration. Another moment of silence from the general, before motioning the crowd quiet again. He motions another from behind him, and a second individual becomes visible, also dressed in messy, tattered rags and robes, with a sack over their head. We also captured this one. The sack is pulled from this individual's head, and the face of Kavian looks out towards the crowd. The Cloud King's killer. The crowd grows louder than ever, shouting, calling for his death, for revenge. Just as before, a soldier pushes Kavian to the edge of the balcony, rounding his neck with a rope. Now, standing on the edge, looking over the crowd, and even catching a glimpse of the party, his friends amongst the chaos, Kavian has his chance to speak.
While that's happening, can I do something?
What do you want to do?
I would like to cast Disguise Self and disguise myself as one of the guards, get down from the roof and start trying to walk.
I believe that's a spell that I didn't allow for this. Let me double check it.
I thought I could have Disguise
I've
Self.
asked about it before.
Are
It's not an
they
allowed
within
spell.
600 feet of me?
What is the distance that they are away?
Yeah.
From who specifically?
Me.
Within 600 feet, yeah.
Okay.
And then
Is it possible to shoot him with a longbow? Not Kavian, the guy trying to push him off the balcony.
I mean,
Okay.
Listen, as
This
a
is the last
DM,
thing I have left.
I usually don't say this, but that would be a very dumb idea.
question.
Okay.
How far away are they from me? Are they within 120 feet?
Counting upwards as well? No.
Oh
So Disguise Self is not a magic.
Yeah, you won't want to have
Can
that
I?
one equipped.
Okay.
Oops.
no. Oh no.
To even know if this will work, below the balcony, they would be on a rope, but is it the moat with like water, or is it ground?
Like
How
at the
far is
bottom of the
ground
moat?
from where the
Like if
balcony-
Kavian fell without a rope, would he fall into water?
No.
I'm useless.
Okay.
How much damage would he get? How did it kill
He
him?
has like 1 HP.
Yeah, this is gonna
He's
kill him.
already low, but
I'm
even at
useless.
full, if he fell that distance, he would die.
Okay. Is there?
The map is on
I-
stream for anyone wondering. And this isn't
Okay.
including the gargantuan crowd of citizens that are in between Rubel and all the guards, essentially.
Can I
I
Okay.
want to make.
Could I do
Dark
the same?
the
Could I
web.
do the same thing, but I cast invisibility on myself and sneak my way up?
I mean, you can cast invisibility on yourself, but it's going to take you a long time to get through the crowd.
Like by the time I could tell by where I'm at that if I try to make my way up there,
You're not going to get there in time.
DM?
ah,
I have a question.
Mhm.
So, does Blutora Divided have a similar thing to Theo's campaign, which is the moment of power thing?
No.
Okay.
Although
Sad.
I can't appreciate that attempt.
Okay.
That was pretty clever.
I can't do anything.
I don't have
I'm
anything
so
of
far away and out
distance
of
that
everything.
can help, and I don't.
I'm out of everything.
Okay.
Even if I wanted to, this is.
So
Could I? Oh.
Um.
I have silent image. What could I make? Oh, but it's only 15 feet.
as I left off, Kavian now has his chance to speak. Should he take it?
I look around the crowd and
Okay.
see if I can spot my party.
You are able
Yeah.
to see Pipra and Tormund on a rooftop, and those are the only two faces you recognize.
Can I catapult a health potion?
He just hits me in the head, knocks me unconscious.
You kill him with a health potion.
I mean, I'm thinking like, you know, the Minecraft throwable.
Yeah.
Sure.
Splash potion with a range of like 100 something feet.
I could catapult it, but I only could catapult it 60 feet.
Anyway,
If I aim really high, could I arc it?
back to Kavian.
Yeah, I get some eye contact with them, and I look. I'm not sure if you can see in details in my eyes, but I guess you'd see that I'm kind of saddened before I look back to the crowd and
And
straighten
Pipra,
my face.
Tormund, and Hera would have made eye contact, although Hera not
Hera
through Hera.
Winston, yeah.
Yep.
Kavian would know
And
about
I
that.
start shouting out. I did what I did, and I stand by it. Your king has only brought your people death. He invaded Kingslayer. He dragged you into the conflict and killed you and your own kin. I came here to bring an important message, and had that message been delivered, tens of thousands more would have died. For such a foolish conflict as this. End this now. With the life of one, thousands can live.
Is that the lifeline?
Not with me.
I cast telephone.
Does he pick up the phone?
Here, I'm just gonna quickly call God. Alright, there. Kavian's safe, we're good, okay. No.
But if you will not take my warning, then hear this. When this war started a year ago, I was only a hunter. But thanks to this king's foolish invasion of my people, I am now a Kingslayer. If I can become somebody, then just imagine what the rest of the wolf pack of Kingslayer can become and do to your people. Your shepherd is dead, little sheep. So run while you still can, for the wolves are hungry.
For someone
I
who
wait
only
for
cared
my-
about his family, my word.
And with that, Kavian is pushed from the balcony.
When he gets pushed, I'm gonna cast message and just send it to him and just be like, "I'm sorry I couldn't help you, friend."
Can I respond?
You
Mm,
can actually respond to the message.
You have a moment
So you did
In-
cast telephone.
in your moment of
I did cast
Dying.
telephone.
I say, be at peace, Stormin. And that's it.
And with that, Kavian's final words are muttered through his mind. And the crowd erupts again into cheers and jeers and boos and yells as Kavian the Kingslayer falls before their very eyes
Not
off
me,
the side of the
Cyril.
citadel.
You fucking same.
Now we gotta bring this news to Larry.
The soldier general from atop the balcony turns, and after a moment, thinking,
Is it the revive?
The message just got back to me.
and after a moment where everyone might think for a second that he's just going back into the citadel, he returns to the balcony, and next to him, a woman dressed in very noble, very fancy looking attire. In the light
Better not be
of
Halloween, I swear to God.
today's events, and the death of Cloud King Rinky. It shall be so that his firstborn daughter is crowned queen of Ithaca. And he raises a hand towards the sky. Cloud Queen Rirabel of Ithaca. Everyone in the crowd goes to one knee. All of the citizens and everyone. And they cheer. And the queen from up on the balcony just does a light little bow and returns back into the citadel. And with that, the various citizens and commoners alike begin to slowly disperse. As they're dispersing, there becomes known some various traders, and just merchants, humble citizens of Vetziel, kind of with their belongings. You can tell they kind of rushed into the city center here. They kind of brought what they had with them at the time. You see a curious-looking individual, a younger Ongra man, which kind of gets your surprise a little bit, not expecting to see someone like that here, with what looks to be a big vegetable sack slung over his shoulder. And he just kind of stumbles as he's trying to kind of disperse and make his way wherever else. And as he stumbles, he falls to the ground. The sack falls, potatoes, carrots, tomatoes, everything just goes everywhere. And he kind of looks in a rush. He's kind of not having a great day. And he goes to hurriedly start to pick everything back up as he sighs and kneels to the ground. And this is right next to you, Rubel, kind of towards the back of it. Pipra and Tormund can see this happening, but you're obviously on the roof. But this is like right next to you, Rubel. Mm-hmm. If you would choose to do anything.
Yeah, I go over, help him up, and put all of the potatoes and everything back into his big sack.
Okay. Kulan, go ahead and introduce your character.
Hello. Dominus is dead.
Hello.
Wait, I was not even paying attention. Where did he come from?
He was just in the crowd. He was one of the people watching in the crowd. He had a vegetable sack and he tripped and fell, and Rubel helped him up.
I am so upset.
I look back up to Rubel's eyes and I say, "Oh, thank you very much, friend. That is very kind of you. I'm a little
No,
bit
don't change the player name.
It's very difficult walking down, so thank you for not stepping on all my fruit and stuff. Would you care to buy an apple or two?
I'll take a potato or two. If that's okay with you.
That would be very much appreciated. I'll take it cheap. 3 copper. Does that sound good?
So you can just give him 1 silver, which is overpaying by a lot, but still, it's just 1 silver. Since you don't have copper on you.
Just 1
silver. Because he seems very nice, I'll give him 2 silver.
Okay.
For 2 potatoes.
Sir, you're most kind. Why you didn't need to do that? But I very much appreciate it. Thank you.
While this interaction is happening, Tormund and Pipra, are you going to look to get off of the roof?
Yeah, I'm gonna slide down or climb down and go to Rubel.
Okay, and for Tormund?
Still a lot of people in the area.
They're dispersing. There's still a good amount there. They're starting to thin out a little bit. But you can very clearly see this interaction and see that Pipra is heading there.
When Pipra's heading over, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna wait here for the crowd to disperse. I'll meet up with you guys. I'm gonna sit on the rooftop, looking at Kavian, waiting for the crowd just to.
Pipra, go ahead and roll acrobatics.
I'm watching through Winston's eyes. I'm gonna just tell Darcy's what's happened, and
Okay.
Just let me know when the crowd's
By
like
the way,
all
in
gone,
case
okay?
in case I never showed, in case I forgot, there's that on stream as well.
Wait, what's on stream?
ooh,
Ooh.
Wait, what? Oh,
With the news from Hera
Mhm.
through Winston,
Mhm.
I'd like to start running towards where the
Okay.
gonna follow suit.
Okay.
trying to like catch up with the group and
All right.
I rolled a 5. I fall down the roof.
Yeah, you're
Odds
gonna
on.
fall. Give yourself 2 points of damage because it was a 5, and that's pretty bad. But
DM, I'll be right back, but
Okay.
just let me know
Yeah,
when
get
the
it.
crowd has dispersed and
Mhm.
everyone's gone.
okay.
As I fall down the roof in front of Rubel, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, there you are."
Okay. And you kind of brush it off as if nothing ever happened, I imagine.
Just solemnly, I'm gonna walk up to him and thank him for his assistance. In the fountain area earlier.
Okay, what exactly do you say?
Thank you for your help by the fountain. Without you, we may not have made it out of there.
This is my homeland, so I'm more than happy to give any help I can.
Rubel, your help. It's well, I'm sure my friends already told you, but it was more than.
Hera, as she runs towards us,
Yeah.
is just screaming.
Yeah, I'm assuming I've just arrived.
Okay.
I'm kind of just gonna look up, kind of hood's still up. My face isn't quite visible. I'm just gonna look up at Kavian.
Okay. Darcy's, you and Hera have joined this group of Rubel, Pipra, and Kulan, who you do not recognize.
that's some good timing.
In truth, we were here to create. We brought a message to create a alliance between Maratea and Ithaca. I don't know if that'll actually happen now. I don't know if all we've done is for naught.
I'm sorry. I'm sure it's none of my business, but did you know that man?
He was
We
my
used to
friend.
call him a friend.
Well, I'm
He was my
terribly
friend
sorry.
too.
I hate the way these people treat others. This is no way to treat a man like that. Embarrassing him. Poor soul.
Would Kavian have wanted a Viking funeral?
What consists of Viking funeral?
You put him on a boat and you launch him
Mhm.
into sea and you set it on fire.
So it is the
I don't
scene
know
I'm
what a
thinking of from
burying
Thor.
ritual.
Got it.
A burying ritual? Okay.
Well, I don't know the way they would treat him in Kingslayer.
Can I history check to know what they do with the corpse? Like, would they send it back to Kingslayer or to his family?
Darcy's and Rubel can roll a history check because they're from Zika, so they might have a better idea.
I
Okay,
rolled
so then I'll
a-
ask
I rolled
that.
a
and then-
19.
Ooh.
Okay.
And the whole time I'm just kind
2.
of
So
looking at the scene.
Darcy's will
Very
know
sad.
that Kavian will be sent back somewhere to Kingslayer.
Okay.
I relay that to them as I'm listening to the conversation.
He leaves behind his brother and his mother. If she's still alive, that is.
I'll make sure that his brother knows.
In truth, he just wanted the war to end. Wanted the fighting to stop and his people to live. I don't know if that will have even happened.
I think we owe it to his memory to make sure it does.
We must put a stop to this war.
Cavian.
I'm sorry, is that potatoes in your sack? I asked Ruble.
You mean
Er,
Kulan? Hold on.
Oh yeah, Kulan.
Wrong
My
one I
bad.
have
I
up.
looked up
There we
and
go.
I said the
the one.
name of the person I looked at instead of the new character.
That's the one. There we go.
Yes, would you like some? It's free. Just take anything you all of you want. I know it's a hard time.
Thank you.
Here, I open the bag and show them.
Me and Darcy's are gonna hold the potatoes.
I'm
Cody,
gonna
I've-
have a potato as well. I want to just put a silver coin where I found the potato one. Thank you.
Cody, I have a question.
Yeah.
I can't cast Disguise Self.
No.
I saw in my inventory I have a disguise kit. Can I use that?
Yes.
Okay.
There's just not magic that'll do it within this lore.
Okay. Is the area starting to disperse a little bit?
Yeah. It's thinned out to about maybe a third of what it was at the peak. So not nearly as packed.
I'm gonna use a disguise kit and it'll take a minute, but I'm gonna start as I see it dispersing, just in cover, start disguising myself as a guard.
Okay.
Let me know when I'm able to.
Okay.
To do that. While that's happening, I'm gonna just send a message to Hera. Be like,
Okay.
go on. I'm gonna just say, go on without me. Let me know where you guys meet up. I'm gonna go get him.
Thank you. I was gonna try myself. Make sure he's back safe.
And starting to disguise.
I want to relay. Can I relay the information to the rest of the team, or is this not something?
So
we want to do?
it goes to your. It's up to you.
You can vocally relay it, yeah.
I'm gonna vocally relay it. I'm just gonna go. Tormund's gonna try and recover our friend.
I will say, I'll throw this out there. It is an option or possibility if Ruble so chose to do so, that Ruble could also help in this matter, being on good terms with everybody in the Citadel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll choose to help Tormund.
Okay.
Then he better come up to the roof. I
mean,
don't know that.
You're gonna have to come off of the roof to get in there.
Well, I don't know. I'm literally just disguising. I'm going in.
Yeah. He's just gonna be ready for you, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'll say while their conversation is happening, you'll have your disguise ready, Tormund. You'll be able to make your way off of the roof.
All right, I get off
with
the roof,
an acrobatics check.
Always. Okay. Roll, baby. Come on. 13.
Oh, you're fine. You are fine.
Good. So I dropped down. I'm trying to remember the area, but I remember there was just a straight drawbridge. So
this is the area right here. Now with
1 sec. There's
Pipper down there, you down here, Hera here. Darcy's is somewhere.
So Cavian is hanging middle of the castle, right?
You can't see it from here, but this is the door. This one like pixel of brown. It would be pretty far above this, like vertically.
Okay. So I'd have to go into the castle, get to the okay.
Yep.
So my game plan is, as of right now, dressed and disguised as a guard, I'm walking down the mid area and gonna make my way up.
Yep. Also, while everyone was dispersing, the amount of guard presence is not as much as it was before, as a good amount of these guys have gone back to their usual patrols and such, and so it's mostly just the 4 knights on the bridge at this point.
Okay. I'm walking with confidence. I'm walking straight down the middle into the castle.
Okay. And, well, before you start walking, is anyone else going to say anything like Rubel going to help or in relation to Kulan or anything like that?
I
Someone's
kind of
gonna say
want to.
anything. I'm like dead set. Like blinders are on. I'm going. So if someone's coming, they better
Okay.
catch up with their
I
gone.
follow.
I still have Winston on your shoulder, so I can still see.
Okay.
Gonna tell you take Rubel with you and then shoo Rubel along.
Yeah.
So Rubel's next to me.
You'll walk in like a line. You can't fit with both of the guards all side by side, so it'll be more like
Before we get to the guards, I'm just gonna turn back and just look at Rubel and be like, "You coming to help?"
Yes. This
Alright.
person seemed like a very dear friend to you.
Thank you. Keep up and show me the way to the balcony, and then start walking through.
Okay. Because you brought Rubel with you, you will not have any trouble getting through. And once you get to the Citadel, Rubel will take the lead in that regard. And we'll come back to you guys in a second. As for the others over here, give me one moment while I adjust the image real quick. All right. So, while the others of you are out here on the road, there is the crowd that is thinning out more and more. It's almost, at this point, completely dispersed, and Rubel and Tormund have gone into the Citadel. So, it is now just the four of you.
Hello, Kulan. It's nice to meet you at the very least.
Nice to meet you too. I'm sorry it had to be under these circumstances, of course, but
As am I. As am I. Tell me, you're a salesman around these parts, yes?
not really. I was helping an old man out who had some issues with his back and stuff, so
Ah,
I
okay.
thought I'd help around.
I see. Well,
So what are you doing in Ithaca?
I was looking for somebody. I still am, but I couldn't help but give this old man a helping hand.
and who do you look for, my friend?
It's a group. I've followed them all the way from the center of Blutora, but they're probably not somebody you'd know.
Well, maybe at the very least there's somebody we could help you know. We find ourselves at the end of a chapter, as so to speak, unfortunately, a sad one. How's about we help you out?
Well, I don't see why you would, but I mean, if you've heard of Hand of the Shadow, it's a criminal organization. It's been doing terrible stuff to people.
Well, if you've heard of the Incurio, we're no strangers. At the very least, I don't see why I wouldn't. I can't speak for the members of our party here, but I, at the very least, would love to make your acquaintance.
I'd love to.
I'm gonna...
Yeah, it's best I got, I guess.
I'm gonna put out my hand to, like, shake hand.
And I shake it back.
Okay. So, with Rubel and Tormund, as you weave your way through the interior of the Citadel, through the grand elven architecture and busy hallways as soldiers and various laborers within the Citadel, everybody on the inside is in a kind of frantic state. You can assume with everything that's happened so far on this day, and with the crowning of a new leader as well. Things are pretty hectic. You're able to, without trouble, make your way up to the very balcony where the events had taken place. Of course, with Rubel leading you there, Tormund, you are now there. There is nobody up there at this current moment in time, other than the two of you.
Okay. We need to get him up over the balcony. could you I would say help me pull him up, and then just watch guard for a second. Make sure no one comes up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do that?
So one of you can roll strength with advantage, or both of you can do a strength check.
What's your strength, Curly? Because I'm -1.
16 plus 3.
Okay, you got a +3. Yeah, you roll with advantage. How about that?
Strength check with advantage, then.
You be the strong one. I'll be the looks.
Okay. A 20.
Oh, all right. You are able to get him up onto the balcony without any issue.
Okay.
Should you choose to do so, there's the other elven man as well.
Might as well pull him up as well, so it looks like we're just pulling the bodies up. I think that would
Okay.
be this.
I won't make you roll another strength check. Kavian was heavier.
Avian was a big. Okay, I'm gonna look at Rubel and be like, can you just keep? I have an idea to bring him down throughout the front gate. Like through the front gate without anyone noticing. Could you just keep guard for just a quick second?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. I'm gonna first look at the old man.
Mhm.
And what was the name of that god?
Izan.
I'm gonna look up and be like, Izan, I said I wouldn't steal from a business, but he's already dead, so like this doesn't breach contract.
You said
okay?
you'd never steal again, period.
Okay. This is just borrowing from the dead. He's not gonna have any use. I'm gonna search the old man for anything.
You're not going to find anything because he was dressed in prisoner rags and robes. But now you just feel guilty.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I feel. I looked down at Kavian. Did Kavian have like was there any like a ring, a necklace? Was there anything on Kavian that was like memorable, to like a family crest or anything?
I don't know. Would there be? Obviously not clothing stuff, but anything really small would probably still be there.
Okay.
There's
Potato, did
nothing.
Kavian have anything?
No, there's nothing.
Okay.
All right. I'm just gonna kind of hold him. I'm just gonna look down at his body. You stupid brave man. I'm gonna go down, kiss him on the forehead, and when I do, I'm gonna cast invisibility on him
Mm-hmm.
and make him invisible.
Okay.
Be my last spell slot for level 2.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold him over. I'm gonna hike him over my shoulder
Mm-hmm.
and just look at Rubel and be like, just gonna kind of like tap on my shoulder
Mm-hmm.
and just be like, all right, let's go.
Okay. And with that, you are able to make your way back through the busy hallways and corridors past soldiers, guards, laborers, and all the figures that are within the citadel. And make your way back out as Rubel leads. You're able to make it by everyone with relative ease. And back into the group who awaits you in the street. At this point, the commotion has mostly died down as people tend to the damaged buildings, tend to the wounded, and generally go about a post-attack kind of atmosphere.
All right, I got him. Let's get somewhere outside the city.
Let's go.
Let's put him somewhere nice. Do we know of a place that would be a nice burial spot?
Is there a river nearby?
Is there a river nearby?
Is this a Viking funeral or is this?
Not a river nearby. It'd be a long travel.
We might have to go traditional.
Okay.
No mountains, no rivers. Could we find
There is mountains, but no rivers.
Could we take them near like nice hilly, mountainous terrain and just find a peak of a nice hill, maybe under a tree?
Yeah.
Somewhere nice.
You can head north of Vetziel, along the mountain range a little bit, and find the terrain of which you seek.
Are we going there? Like, is that what we're doing right now?
I'm happy to go there.
Okay.
As you guys are heading there, I will say Rubel is not going to join you in leaving the city, as Rubel would be more inclined to obviously help repair and tend to everyone, being that he lives there.
Rubel, thank you for your help.
I wish you nothing but the best on your journey and,
And
with your
you.
friend.
Stay safe.
You too.
Wait.
Darcy's is gonna give Rubel a hug because that's just how she is.
Are we leaving? Leaving?
We're gonna go bury Cavian.
Okay.
Right now, I don't know if we're coming back. We didn't talk about it. We're just
Okay,
going
I
there.
just trying to figure out what we were doing.
We can
Cool.
talk.
Send him off Viking style.
We can't do that.
We're
There's no
burying him
river.
in the mountains.
Okay.
There's also the whole matter of like Kulon existing now, just kind of there.
He's tagging along.
Tagging
I kind of found a cool guy, and I'm just like, yeah, this is someone who's tagging along now.
I'm gonna as I come up, I'm just gonna look at Kulan and be like, and who are you?
Well,
Kulan Rabbitfoot.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Kulan Rabbitfoot. The bunnies, you know, hop hop.
Alright, yeah.
This is gonna catch Darcy's attention, so she's gonna kind of look around and like look at Tormund, and she's just gonna kind of cover her mouth and like giggle a little bit because she thinks that Tormund doesn't know what a rabbit is.
Just gonna look and be like, noted. You kind of met us at a bad time, I'm gonna be honest. But if you'd like to join, you're more than welcome to.
No, it seems you're doing something important. I know heartbreak can be hard, so I can stay with Rubol here and wait here for you to come back. Maybe you want to spend time alone.
I would probably love to have a drink after this. I don't know about
I
you
would
guys.
say that Cavian would like us to have a drink.
We might
Biggest
each have to
drink
A
drink
whole
a keg.
cask.
A whole cask. All
The
right.
entire cask.
Okay.
Many bendy straws.
And little umbrellas.
So with
All
that,
right. Let's go.
the four of you, Pipra, Hera, Darcy's, Tormund, are able to leave the city of Etziel and head north, little off the roads and into the wilderness, past the farmlands that reside kind of into the forest. And you, at the base of the mountain range, find a nice hill with a lone tree atop before it begins to peak into proper mountains.
Is there flowers, like wildflowers in this
Yeah.
area anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Is
Okay,
this
as we're
snow
walking,
covered?
Darcy's is picking up flowers.
There is not snow in this region right now.
How are we over here and there's no snow? I was gonna try and make the Viking thing happen.
Ithaca is only 1/3 covered in snow
Okay.
year round.
So it's just the west side. The west side isn't.
Not during the warmer seasons, which is what it is.
We're
Okay.
in summertime.
Didn't realize we were
It's
in
bikini
summer.
weather. Come on.
Martinis, martinis, no weenies, just a king and his queenies.
As far as this goes, I have
Sorry,
create
what?
bonfire.
That's a Katy Perry lyric.
If we then wanted
We're gonna
to
do a Darth
travel-
Vader style.
Yeah, if we then wanted to go to Kinalora and scatter Cavian's ashes, I have create bonfire.
What do you think he would like?
Well, didn't he say he wanted a burial? Didn't like Potato say that he'd wanted a burial?
Well, I didn't know what I wanted.
Oh,
Cody, what
okay.
would a macabre want?
It depends on your family, on your upbringing, on how you view the world in general. Some of them are very much kind of aligned with the typical like kind of Viking idea. Others are more open to just whatever. Some have something completely unrelated, just depending on kind of their situation throughout life. I would say in Cavian's case, it wouldn't fall to an extreme. It would be more of a open, but whatever it is, kind of honorary type of thing. Open to what it is specifically, but you know.
Then it'll be in his honor. Adam.
So are we burying or are we burning? Anything's
Well,
better than what
I-
where he was.
I
know,
think-
We're
30
gonna
minutes ago.
burn. We're gonna have to collect the ashes off of the ground.
We can. I'm thinking we burn, do our best to collect the ashes, and bring the ashes to Larry when we meet back
I
up
think
with
that's
them.
a good idea.
So would you say there's any like water in the ground or anything?
There's no water around these parts that you can see.
Okay, do I have water in my water skin?
Yeah, you'd probably have water in there.
I'm just gonna like the bottom half of a coffin, basically just a bowl,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna make a bowl of ice, and we can kind of do it in there, and it'll kind of contain the ashes a bit.
Okay.
It'll stay frozen for I think an hour.
All right.
So-
Gather the sticks and everything, and
I'll half that time to 30 since he will be burning on the ice,
Okay.
so it won't be frozen as
will-
long.
Still fairly solid by the end.
I will cast Create Bonfire.
before
I
you do
put the
before-
flowers. I want to put the flowers
Yeah.
on them.
Okay,
Also,
cool.
Kavian, you said the wolves are hungry, right? In your speech.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Silent Image, and I'm just gonna make just kind of a little arc of wolves, kind of distance spaced out
Mhm.
around his head, like kind of arcing around him, all looking at him
Mhm.
in the sitting position.
All right. So Kavian is placed on the ice with flowers in tow, the image of wolves around, and the fire is lit as the evening sun peers through the trees and paints a golden sky above. On a clear day, at this point, without a cloud in the sky, the trail of smoke finds its way further and further into the air as the party says goodbye to their good friend and traveling companion in Kavian. That is where we end today's session.